How are you so fucking fucked? Game over, man. Game over. Why didn't somebody tell me my ass was so big?
No, you fool. We're following orders.
What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
Who is he?
He's an asshole, sir.
I know that. What's his name?
That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
The goddamn robot's down!
Welcome. Let's get over here. I am excited. I hope you are too. I'm having excited. Driveway Junkie Johnny. Good afternoon, sir. Good to see you, Driveway Junkie. David Lee. Wait, you got dumped on Vday. No. It's the news dump. It's the news dump. It's the Valentine's Day news dump. I haven't gotten dumped. I have to be dating for that, right? Which totally isn't happening. I don't know where people get that rumor. Mr. Q. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy day after Valentine's Day. Mr. Q, are you high? It wasn't yesterday, Mr. Q. Valentine's Day is today. It's the 14th of February. It has been the 14th my whole life. The 13th has never been Valentine's Day. Rusty Grammar is saying, happy V-Day, Johnny. Digger. I don't know why you're mentioning those like that. What is that supposed to mean? I haven't even seen Digger in the chat yet, so you're confusing me, sir. Mr. Q, yep, we covered that. What up, cripples? Haha, I'm on time, says a Tom Gray. You're on time. I'm starting an hour early. The audience is filtering in still on time, though, so that's really, really awesome. The Killing Joke saying hello. Hey, The Killing Joke. I love that. I love that movie. You're talking about the Batman, The Killing Joke, right? With the Joker and shit? Fuck yeah, dude. That was good. That one was good. Why can't the DC animated movies just be made into actual movies? I feel like if they made the DC animated movies into movies, we'd be doing as good as Deadpool over in the DC universe. Like, that would be just as good, in my opinion. Because the DC movie, or the DC animated movies are a little dark, but they're not completely dark. There is still some humor in it. But in general, just the overall premise of them and everything was great. The Killing Joke, haha, DC animated is fantastic. Yeah, DC animated is fantastic. Marvel animated is okay. Marvel animated used to be really, really good back in the day, especially when I was a kid and the X-Men were a thing, but I don't know how I feel about it now. Now I'm more of just like the comic books, and I'm just big Deadpool Mark. Like the Deadpool Mark thing is pretty much it. My hair is not obeying me. I wore a hat to go shopping, and now I can't get my hair to behave. My hair will not behave, and I don't like it. You know what? Should I get a haircut this weekend? I'm thinking it. I'm thinking haircut time. We're getting really close there. I know I'm going to do a little shaving. Surprise everybody on Monday when I come in clean shaven. So you guys over here on the show Friday, here today, you get to enjoy that lovely piece of news before everyone else. Congratulations. Bishop is saying, hey, buddy, spank it into submission. Naughty, naughty hair. I'm not spanking it. I was trying to get it to crest up a bit, you know? Like, I got a lot of hair. Hold on. See what I mean? It's not behaving today. It's not behaving at all. And unlike my other co-host that I work with, not the one on Wednesdays, but the one I do on Monday and Tuesday, that guy doesn't know what it's like. Hi, Digger, milady. Digger, did Digger show up? Digger's over. Hi, friends. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy. Hiya, kids. Happy. Yeah, so now Digger's in here. Now everybody's going crazy about that. All right, anyways, we are starting to filter in. Looks nice over on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Glad to see you guys joining the show. Let me load up the first hour stories. I had to go shopping, and then when I got back from grocery shopping, I prepped the show, and then right before I was like, oh, I'm going to take my relaxing time before the show, had a massive deuce to deal with, which was not awesome. But as you might be noticing from the sticker here, I also, my daughter got home early today. So right before the show, I got a Valentine's Day from my daughter, and she wanted it right there. So that's the bluey sticker from my daughter because Valentine's. I just felt so, she's like, here's your Valentine's Day, Daddy. And I'm like, I love you, baby. And it was nice. You know, it was nice. I wasn't even expecting a Valentine's Day card, but I got a lovely little, I got a lovely bluey card. To Daddy, happy Valentine's Day. Squeeze me tight in this little picture. I love that little goober. She's so awesome. Get a haircut, hippie. Yes, is Atomic right? Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to get a haircut this weekend. I'm gonna have to do that. Sandworms, you hate them. I hate them, right? Sandworms are horrible. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to get a haircut. I think Sunday. Is it a scratch and sniff sticker? That's gross. It's from a 6-year-old. No, it's a fuzzy sticker. It's fuzzy. It is fuzzy. It is just fuzzy. There's no scratching. There's no sniffing, and it's from my daughter. Why would? Gross. Pool scam. Yep, I'm here listening while I deliver auto parts for work. Happy to see you, Sandy. One of our OGs here on this channel, the incomparable Sandy Squatch. Good to hear you, Sandy. Good to see you. All right, I think we've got everyone else caught up. I have to load the first hour stories, but first I'm going to reload my water because I didn't do that before the show. Like I said, got a little tight on time. And then I got to check my bank account with my phone to see if if YouTube paid through. Because then we can mark that off and call that good. Otherwise, we have $40 to do a half hour of overtime. That's pretty much, if we meet the goal, that's a little more than $1 a minute, man. We can do this. It's $1.30 a minute. So if you could afford $5, you could afford 5 minutes of overtime. And if, if 6 of you do that, then oh boy, are we golden. And anything we go over, of course, we'll just go into the other stuff. But where in the is my phone? I had it a minute ago. Oh, there it is. And right, remember, if you donate that $40, that money better fucking be there. I got to get googly glasses for that. Googly eyes. Someone's been watching too many programs with their daughter. All right, start singing googly eyes. All right, $85 for a Deep Rock Galactic mug does sound stupid. Thank you for getting that. Let's open these quick so we don't have to do that later. I'll link the Venmo and the PayPal in just a minute. I don't think we've had any, we haven't had any action on any of those. Anyway, that's not, why do I always click that one thinking that's PayPal? PayPal's right below it. All right, there we go. And, yep, we're good there. And Cash App. And we're good there. Okay, so those are all good. Let's go here and make sure we didn't have a YouTube payment that we have to count off. And if we do, we got to count off. Let's see. Come on. Yes, it's still me. Come on. Time's a-burning here. Meant to do this beforehand. Now I look like a real chud. I'm going to guess from what I'm looking at that that's a no on that front. Yep. Still waiting on YouTube. Okay, so alrighty. What the eBay Smoke out prods? I have no idea what you're talking about. Johnny, you should get a tight perm. That would be awesome. Pool scam Sam? I don't think so. All right. Let's see. Hi, hun. Get a car. Does the studio smell like patchouli? Why would the studio smell like patchouli? Johnny, don't start singing Baby Shark, please. I won't. Wild Saffron, my daughter doesn't watch that stuff. If I was going to sing anything, again, that's where the googly eyes thing came in. There was what is it? She's into this show called Storybots right now. She likes three things. She loves three things implicitly. She loves Storybots, which I gotta admit, I like Storybots. Storybots is fun. She likes Bluey, which I can F around with that show. That's a good time. And then what is the third one? The third one is she's really big into like gameplay on YouTube of like watching people play Mario Party. So if we're on YouTube, we're watching like people using Bluey toys to reenact Bluey or their own Bluey stories, or we're watching Mario Party shit. Otherwise, it's Bluey stuff or her Bluey game. And then, the other one. So that's all it is. Johnny, do you have any unusual puncture wounds or an aversion to holy water? Smoke out prods, why would you say that? Why would I have an aversion to holy water? Unusual puncture wounds. What are you talking about? I got one in my neck from, where was it? Where was the heart thing? Yeah, I got one over here in my neck. How does that hit you? I don't get it. Patchouli hides the odor of unwashed bodies. Huh. Nope, don't have that problem. It's climbing stairs, but I have a shower. I just didn't have time to fuck with my hair today, really? Is it that bad? Is it that bad? They're like, oh my God, Johnny hasn't showered. No, I just haven't fucked with my hair. I wore a hat when I went grocery shopping. Eat a dick. Smoke out prods. No reason at all. I don't know why you're asking me these questions. Patchouli is hippie shit. Yeah, then it definitely don't smell like patchouli up in this bitch. Let me tell you, it smells like two things. It smells like weed. Well, down here, it just kind of smells like weed right now. Brian S., hi there, Johnny. Will you be my Valentine? Digger420, will you be my Valentine? I feel like you're trying to cover the field there, buddy. Best of luck to you. We have, what is it, an hour? Or not an hour, fuck you. We have 3 hours and hopefully 15 minutes left in the show. We're $40 away from an extra half hour of time on the show today. I'll link the sponsors into the chat and then get our first hour stories up and we'll get this thing rolling. It is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody doing all that fun stuff. Where is this? There's a stupid thing. cashapp, Streamlabs, Venmo, PayPal. All right, if you want to support the show other than the Rumble rants and the YouTube contributions, which those count when we issue payouts, which is why we bought out yesterday.
Fuck off.
No, I'm doing the part where I ask for money, Wilmer. I will not, as you ask. Fuck off. I need to get the Billy O'Connolly one where it's just like, fuck off is a great phrase because it's universal. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are or whether or not you speak English. If you go up to if you see one of those airport people in the orange jumpers and you go up there and you say fuck off, he doesn't know what you said, but he knows what you mean. All right, you say fuck off and off he will fuck. He will fuck off. No, not delete this message. Pin it, bastard. All right, there we go. Boop, boop. Digger saying happy Valentine's Day to Brian. Yes, happy Valentine's to everyone. I found Pokemon cards, so the wife is very happy. I also finished all my homework for the weekend. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Pin this message. We are not planning to do a game stream this Saturday. I might be around gaming this Saturday, but we're not planning a game stream, especially since I want to do the whole haircut thing. Now that apparently I look like an unwashed hippie just because I didn't fucking style my hair before the show. Just because I'm not a preening bitch. All right, so there's that. That's a MSO. Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon, MSO. So we have, I got to load the first hour stories. Those are the direct contribution points. We're $40 away from overtime on the show. Otherwise, we'll just end it at 4 and we'll just do, not $40 for the overtime. And then we'll be at 65 for the start of next week. Otherwise, if we go over that 40, it just starts chipping into next week. That's certainly awesome. Let's load this story. We've got, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles weather situations. We've got a kayaker having a really rough time on a, no, we want you to pause, sir, wait for me to get there. We got a kayaker having a rough time on the open ocean. And we've got videos from the Department of Education, people talking about the student loan debts, how that's going to be Biden's student loan debt forgiveness and how that's affected by Trump's closure of the Department of Education. Of course, there's an ad that doesn't ask my permission. I just got audio R-worded by an advertisement. I did not give consent. All right, so then we've got a clip of a vehicle, California debris flow thing. Wait a minute, is this two of the same things? These look like these might be two of the same things. All right, so let's go there. We got a lady with a message for President Trump, and like all important messages, she chose to give it over TikTok. So we'll check out what that is and help to circulate this apparently urgent message for the president. We'll get that going. Then we also have the San Francisco city attorney claiming that cracking down on illegal immigrations makes cities less safe, and that sanctuary city policies actually make cities more safe. I'm really excited to hear how that works, because that sounds like the complete opposite of reality. But I've been wrong before, and I might be wrong again. Digger, good song. Did anyone ever actually receive student loan money? What holiday is Monday? I don't think there is a holiday Monday. I know my daughter doesn't have school Monday, which reminds me, I've got to text Aaron and find out if I can have Monday off because my daughter doesn't have school. Let's ask him. I'll do this live on air. Hey, daughter doesn't have school Monday. Possible for me to have the morning off? Question mark. All right, so period. Put is it possible for me to morning off? Question mark. Yeah. No, I don't. Settings. Screw you in the ass. I'm trying to type a message. If not, okay. All right, there we go. Johnny, I expect it from the Canadian, but you, what? It's President's Day? I didn't know it was President's Day. I'm a horrible person. I didn't know it was President's Day. I'm sorry. I'm in my own world right now. I am on cloud nine, so, you know, I get it, but like life can't hold me down. Like, this is a weird feeling for me to have. Speaking of which, I forgot to take my antidepressants today, so let's do that right now before I forget again. Therapist wasn't happy to hear that I'd forgotten that a few times. Emma, so shame on you. Yep, shame on me. I'm a horrible American. But let's just remember one thing. I'm barely American, all right? I am a mutt. You know what? And then sometimes I feel like I haven't been a good enough American. All of this put together in the future, it could end up costing me. I might not even, you know. Who knows, you know? Two things, turd burglar. One, no, and two, no. One is a no, and two, even if one was a yes, the second one would still be a no. I don't work that way. There's a nurse at T. Jefferson. All right. I wish Trump a happy to President's Day. Okay, Mr. Q. Yeah, those meds work better if taken regularly, Johnny. Wags fingers at you, says T. Jefferson. Hey, look, I'm happy as a pig in shit at the moment, and I still went, you know what I should do? Take my antidepressants. So you can ask my D. We got the first hour loaded. I haven't even started. We are almost a half hour in. If you want to support the show because this crazy weirdness entertains you, God knows it's making me feel good. You've got multiple avenues for that. If we see some big old drops in there, you know how we celebrate on the show, and you can watch me go a little bit splendiferous throughout the rest of the program. We can see how much support it takes to make me start talking about cop, female cop, gun drawn, peanut butter and a dog. What? Wow, yeah, you take those SSRIs, Johnny, CIA Agent 2025. Yeah, so we have a whole lot going on. I will have Digger take care of that. I'm nowhere near Minnesota. What? Don't know what we're talking about. Digger's nowhere near Minnesota. She's a Canadian. My tech degree was only $18K. Cool, Kyle. My certs were 700. All right. I have no idea what we're talking about. Johnny will be activated within the next few hours or a few years. Geronimo. That's good, though, Kyle. Only 18K, no 50K. All right. There. We're caught up. We haven't had any support to focus on. We're caught up on catching up on the chat, so now we can go into stories to catch up on the world at large. Let's re-roll this. Why did you vuv? Vuving is difficult. I'm going to just do Tuesday, Wednesday instead. So I'm doing Tuesday and Wednesday on the old steel toe. That means it gives me an extra day for my surprise. Ooh, I'm like a kid on Christmas. I got this thing that I'm doing in the back, and I've been working on it for a couple of days, and I'm going to be honest. Again, flip the hair this way, my friend. Flip it this way. I'm going to be honest. It's nice. I like it. Digger's couch looks like the green couch in Sims 1. Well, I have never seen it. Why? I don't know why we're worrying about that. Manchurian Crutches, the Midwest Soldier. I don't know why. Oh, dude, I almost missed this story again because we were going to. All right, so we're going to do that. We're going to talk about the California flood stuff. We're going to move through that into the kayaker story. Then we're going to talk about the Department of Education and what the closure of it means for the student loan debt stuff. So we're going to look into that, and then we are going to look into, again, a lady with an urgent message for Donald Trump. I don't know if the urgent message is for or against. I have no effing idea. I don't know. All I know is right now, before I see it, whether it's pro or anti-Trump, and I don't care. I don't have a side. I don't have a pony in this race. But what I'm saying is, before I get to that, I love how people are like, I have a message for the president, and I shall deliver it on TikTok. Not an American social media app. Not in person. Not by any means that would be considered conventional. No. Someone give me my TikTok phone and a filter. I'm going to give them, like, all right. Okay. Yes, because but if we have advice for the president, the first thing we want to do is go through the Chinese app. Why don't you fax Xi Jinping and ask him to deliver the message? Hell, it has probably has a better rate of delivery at that point. And I bet the coaster it was. I was looking for my coaster. I was like, where did I put my coaster? It was over here the whole time. I am so hyper and excited. I have not partaken. So I am completely sober at the moment. I'm in a little bit of a low pain situation, so I don't need to do it for those reasons. But yeah, we have Trump delayed the TikTok ban just so they can shit on him, LOL. No. He didn't do it for that reason. My personal opinion, Trump delayed the TikTok ban because whether you love Donald Trump or hate him, Donald Trump wants to be loved. Donald Trump really likes it when people like him, and closing the TikTok app probably makes a lot of the younger people not so fond of him. And I'm betting you all it took was one Barron Trump to go, hey, dude, dad, you can't, like, the kids love the TikTok. You got to leave the TikTok there. And so he delayed the ban to give them an out to sell the company because he really wants, what he really wants is he wants American TikTok in some sort of American company's hand. Personally, I don't believe that a company with a Chinese base is ever going to be out of China's hands. How long were you married? Who are you asking? All right, God, who are you asking? Digger's couch, just an observation. Who are you asking? Degree in lesbian studies or something else worthless like that? I'm a machinist. 11 years. Oh, Jesus, turd burglar. My ex-wife did a bunch of online classes for me to get the tax breaks and money. I had no clue she racked it up that bad. When the bill came due, she asked for a divorce, so it was $70K for a bachelor's. Ooh, wow. Oh, wow. Who got stuck with that, turd burglar? You or her? It was her degree, and I hope, or like you both got degrees. I don't know. This modern culture is whack. It kind of is. It kind of is. I'm in a T-Pain situation. Okay. Johnny forgets to take his SSRIs. What is SSRIs? Then starts being in less pain. Coincidence? I think not. No. It's not even it's not even a coincidence. They're completely unrelated. And I can say that because I've taken them and been been in pain a lot when I've taken them and a lot when I've not taken them. In fact, last week I missed them a lot. Was in pain a bit. Trouble walking a lot. Ban the cheap viewers bot, says St. Caesar. Oh my God, ban the cheap viewers bot, right? All one. No offense, there's not a lot of action over there in the chat, so I understand if you know what there's going to be. There is going to be more of these. So let's see where the where is it? Can I click the name there? There we go. Ban him for the love of God. Fine, we got it there. Banning him. He's gone. Okay, Saint Caesar. Is it okay now? Oh. Anyways. SSRIs are your antidepressants. So is Brian on a kick of like, hey, Johnny, stop taking your antidepressants? Is that what he's saying? Is Brian saying that Johnny shouldn't take his antidepressants? Because I'm going to tell you, there's a therapist and me who kind of feels like if I didn't do that, like up until now, we might, I don't know. You know, I don't know. Maybe it would. Anyways, so we have a minute. Oh. We have a half hour into the show where we still haven't gotten our story started because I am just fucking spinning in first gear here. So we should get into this stuff. We have 2.5 hours left in the show. If we hit our $40 goal, we throw an extra half hour onto the show, and we say thank you. And if we go over that, it starts kicking into the $65 goal that we currently have on Monday. So let's go ahead and hit play on storm tracking. In California, the wildfires happened. Storms are happening. Now that sounds like a great mix. Sup, J-Dog? You give Digger the old high hard one today yet? Go for a walk. It helps with depression. Oh, wait. Thank you, Kyle. A lot of people tell me that I need to do that. And they're like, hey, man, I'm sorry. I realized I suggested something that's difficult. I was like, no. You suggested something great. Get out, get some fresh air. And yeah, it might be hard for me to use my legs, but don't worry. I'll roll with it. Liquid evidence because she's your wife. I don't have a wife. I am not a man with a wife. My wife. I don't have a wife, so there's no my wife. Why? My Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi? Does he mean Wi-Fi, like the internet? I'm not giving you the password. I'm sorry. All right, let's go over to this. Mega Doppler. Oh, boy. Live Mega Doppler 7000. So there's like regular Doppler, and now there's Megla Doppler? What is Mega Doppler? How is it mega? Like, Mega Doppler. Make Doppler great again. Damn, homie. Lock that shit down then, says Liquid Evidence. I don't know. We'll see. I can't stop taking my SSRI. I get physically sick. Hooray for physical dependence. Usually I feel it if I don't, but they got divorced because she was racking up Johnny's phone bill. No, that's not even true. If you and Digger get married, want to start a polycule? No, I don't think so. I don't. Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. I'm not asking for the password, but can I get the MAC address? Probably not. Johnny Scott has an AI voice already. LOL. I don't know who Johnny Scott is. SH serotonin reputake inhibitors need to stop being pushed on everyone. I know my make movies great again. What are we even talking about? Maybe it's like Mega Millions. It has 4 or 5 states in it. I don't know. I heard Johnny can't walk because all the blood flows to his massive peen. No. It's just since I don't walk, the blood can. Johnny Scott was in Sons of Anarchy. Oh!
Valentine's Day. If you have Valentine's Day plans tonight,
holy Jesus!
Dinner, mostly we're going to be pretty dry.
I bet you've got Valentine's Day plans. Let's go back. I was going to talk about like, are you married to Mark Ruffalo? Like, look at the rock on that finger right there. That thing's got a landing pad. Somebody fucking locked this down. Look at them. Look at them lip fillers, them hips and waist. I don't know if that's all original market stock or not, but I'm going to tell you right there, someone shined up that model.
Pretty dry, but you can't rule out the possibility of a light passing shower. Mostly it should be for our mountain communities, especially as we just get later into the day. You can see the roads are still wet out into Hollywood Boulevard, but we don't have...
I gotta know, were you hired, and like, no offense, I think it's the second reason, and God bless you. But I feel like, were you brought in specifically because you understand weather, meteorology, and precipitation, and meteorology? Meteorology is in the big old boners. Hey, guys, it's Valentine's Day. Someone did it all for the nookie. She could fix me, says Liquid Evidence. I feel like she might be able to get a lot of guys moving. The gym has its own AI voice on Super Tips now. Cool. I don't give a shit. She has ugly elbows, says Kyle. Ugly elbows. I didn't know she has ugly elbows. I didn't realize someone could have ugly elbows. Like, you're going to fixate on the elbows. Like, of all the terrain in that particular journey, you pick the elbows? Like, you realize, like, in most situations, you're not going to see or be, like, I feel like elbows are, if not, like, because I didn't think about this until now, one of the most, like, you can overlook it features. Like, oh, she's got horrible elbows. Yeah, but how much do you really see them? I mean, it's a weird, like, look. Smoke show up top. Fucking mouth, let's just say super high and tight on the bottom, but the elbows, I get really hung up on the elbows. I can't do this because of the elbows. Just no, I'm more of a feet guy. Elbows don't do it for me. I just feel like elbows are ugly elbows. JJ Stoner in here or something. Yeah, just elbows. Who was it? Somebody got caught up on the Kyle got caught up on the elbows. I don't get it. You got caught up on the elbows out of all of that? All right. On that shocking note, let's let the rest of this go.
Have any rain on the camera here like we saw yesterday. It's pretty spotty and light outside, and that goes for our downtown LA camera too. You can see some cloud coverage there, but
All right, yes, and I think this is out of California, but let's get over to the Rumble chat here for a second. What do you call a natural blonde who dyes her hair brunette? Artificial intelligence. Oh, Wild Saffron, thank you. Why doesn't Saskatchewan use daylight saving time? Because nobody wants to spend an extra hour there. Oh. One blonde said to another, I just took a pregnancy test. The other one asked, were the questions hard? Oh, Jesus Christ. And Wild Saffron also saying if she's in California, all of her parts are aftermarket. I don't know about that. How about those knees? Oh, fill some holes. What is it about feet that you like? I don't understand. Rainy. It's starting to snow like a mofo down here. And said, well, best of luck to you, Kyle. I apologize for having ugly elbows, says Mr. Q. Liquid evidence. I believe you, but he's there. He's the only one I have ever heard make that complaint about a woman. I have no idea. But anyways, send a voice like Cartman, shut up. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know what we're talking about. Go.
Hopefully we'll get some sun peeking through today. Live Mega Doppler 7000 showing the spotty nature of where we are at now, which is mostly pretty dry for areas of Ventura County. Still some light showers over the Malibu Palisades area and then out toward the San Gabriels, but luckily it is all pretty light. There are a couple tiny little areas of some more moderate activity out toward the Inland Empire, out toward some of the mountain communities.
I'm sorry, I am completely being a misogynistic right now. Look, I'm just looking at her. Cartman used to tell Kyle to shut up. Right. But that comment was weird to read. Where was it, Danger Bear Wolf Turtle? Send a voice like Cartman, shut up, Kyle. Again, I'm not worried with silencing Kyle. I'm worried with making $40. And if we don't do that, then we just move on with our life. I'll give her moderate. See, everybody's being horrible. Right, like saying it in Cartman's voice. Yes, but you said send a voice. Like Cartman, shut up, Kyle. Again, it's, you know what? I'm not going to be able to explain how that was just weird. At Brian S., why not just work at a salon and do pedicures? I can actually answer that one, Mr. Q. If he's really into feet, working at a salon and doing pedicures will either A, ruin his foot fetish for the horror shows of feet that'll come in there. You realize not all feet are awesome, right? Like some people have ugly feet. And if he's working at like a pedicure station, he's gonna have some grandma, like yellow toenails, ugly feet that he's gonna have to fix and clean and and just literally like de-barnacle those things. Like, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be bad. And if you really, really like the feet, then it's going to be weird for the customer because then he's just going to start jerking it halfway through. So, like, he's got one of your feet in his hand and his other hand is just flossing the pole. Like, it's going to be weird for you, right? Like, so I just feel like that's probably, again, if you've got a fetish, not a fixation, a fetish and a fixation. Thank you, alliteration. If you've got a fetish and fixation on feet, ooh, there's alliteration. If you have a fetish and fixation on feet, you probably shouldn't be a pedicurist. I think he means the ugly ones, ugly rose. I don't know. Mr. Q, I can only nut so much. How much did Nopan pay for his banner on your screen, John? That happened last week, and it's not irrelevant anymore. So it covered our goals for the first couple of days, and it wasn't just Nopan. It was a partnership of Nopan and Falling Behind, and we're going to rework that banner for them for Monday. So sweet diddly-doo. It's a bidding thing, so it doesn't matter how much happened last time because it's about next time when it's available in, this is the first week, so we got 3 more weeks. Besides this week, we got 3 more weeks going to them. There's an app where you can see which massage parlors will jerk you off. I'm not really worried about that. All right. No. I don't. Again, I don't want to be part of Spurgtopia and those frickin' sphere things. I don't want to be part of those. So no thank you. Liquid evidence, I outbid no pen. Yeah, but you never ever paid any money, so who gives a shit? When she gives you a foot job and nut, then you yell another win for the toe. That's funny. Whatever. I know I'm always like, oh, can we? But that's funny. That's just fucking funny. That's not even because of. So let's make a quick check here, like I thought. Yep, nothing. All right, so there we go. There we go. There. Bam. All right, let's get it. Go into our stories. All right, here we are. We're done with you, lady. Thank you for that. So, a little bit more rain coming to Southern California. Where is the one we were looking for? There we go. Let's mute this quick. Oh, we'll just mute the audio quick and just hit play and maximize that, and we'll unmute it and go over when it starts playing. There we go. We'll collect more money. We'll make you an offer you can't refuse. There's an offer I can't refuse would be like paying for my show for an entire month. That would be pretty hard to turn down. Yeah, you know what? We'll say it. Hold on. We do I'll put the offer I can't refuse number to put Spurgtopia up there. And then I will make the Spurgtopia is lame and gay, and I don't support this, but they gave me money, so fuck them. Like commercial, I'll do that. Sure. I will shit on Spurgtopia for a bunch of money. And by a bunch of money, you know what? Why am I doing this with a phone? I have a literal calculator app I can pull up at the drop of a hat. Let's pull up the calculator app. Where's the boom, boom. Oh, that's divide, that's the wrong button. Where is let's clear this out. Clear. All right. Boom, 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 boom. $1,300. You give me $1,300 and fill some holes $1,000. No. Here you go. Here's my price. $1,300 for the month. And you might be like, dude, that's ridiculous. Yeah, it is. I completely agree. If you give me, and I just put it up in the chat there. If you give me $1,300 for the month, I'll let you do it next month. If you do that. But by the way, that deal, like Liquid Evidence can tell you, that deal doesn't take effect because you said you'll do it. It takes effect, and I'll give you the date so you know how much time you have to come up with that money. The date is what? Yeah, that's on the 14th. Where is the March 6th? March 6th is going to be. What if the banner covers the whole screen? No, it won't. Liquid Evidence. I've got you $1,400. Again, Liquid Evidence, the reason your bids don't matter is you don't actually pay them. So you can promise it, but you don't actually pay it. So $1,300, that's it. Okay, I'll talk to Spurgtopia community and I'll get back to you ASAP. Well, the bidding war and the bidding thing is available on March 6th. But if you literally come back with that money to bid it into March 6th, then again, yeah, I don't know. Spurgtopia only or open to the other gay sponsors too. I'm not doing Dabbleverse and all of that other bullshit. So it really depends who it is. Will you do it for a set of robotic legs? I got you. Yeah, but you never do. Liquid Evidence. Like, no offense, you talked a really big game on Friday, and so far as I can tell, you're not one of those people like, no, I have money, and so that's why again I don't take you seriously. You've talked a lot of shit and shown nothing. So thank you. I need to talk to Spurgtopia accounting department, John. We have a budget. At any rate. At any rate, Julio's man thong sponsor coming. Well, I'm just saying that would buy out. That if we did that, if we did that for next month, that would cover the month, and so then we would just take whatever we make and say thank you. Because lately we haven't been making, like even today especially, we haven't made dick. So, we're gonna probably be ending in 2 hours and 15 minutes from the looks of things, unless I missed something. Nope. I mean, my phone did seem like it was viving when I did that. Nope. Okay, so yep, I was right. Yep. Big old goose egg. Damn that cold. That's not cold. That's called. Those are called. I'm sorry if that's not. Those are called facts. You talk a fat load of shit when it comes to throwing in money, and you never backed it up in the slightest. And then you're like, I offered to pay more, and you're like, yes, you did, but you never, ever paid. So that's why we don't. It's again this. I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today. Sorry, I got no free Whoppers. All right, where is it at? 146. Boom, 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 boom. So, oh, Jesus, did I miss the whole thing? All right. Department of Education. Trump's plan to end the Department of Education. Again, a lot of people. This is one of those ones where this is the one of those ones where it gets misrepresented. The National Department of Education isn't necessary for the independent state departments of education, and people want to act like, oh, if we get rid of this, and it's the president of the American Federation of Teachers, right? The president of the American Federation of Teachers, one of those people who always makes sure that she gets paid a lot of money. And whether or not the teachers have enough money doesn't matter. Like, again, the teachers union and other things. $2 from Brian S. with a D. Thank you very much, Brian S. Really hoping we can get that. Trump keeps calling Trudeau Governor Trudeau. That's funny. Really hoping we can get that funding across the line. We don't get to count the YouTube stuff because we count them when they pay out. So that way we don't just like say, oh, we got to take out YouTube's cut, because I hate doing that kind of math. It gets squirrely and stupid. Just stuff I don't want to do. I'm not smart enough for such an endeavor. Others are. I am not. I really do need to get a fucking haircut. Where's my phone? I'm literally I'm doing it right now. We don't have anything flying in too crazy, so I'll just thank you for the $2. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the docket here quick. Where's fantastic? Actually, you know what? Fuck that. We'll do that later. We'll do that later if it sucks even more. We have about 2 hours left in the program. Where's this one? So yeah, I wanted this to talk about, and I might be on the wrong one, because this is We Need Those Services Education Reacts to. I don't think I wanted the I don't want that reaction thing. I wanted the student down. Oh, this is student debt stuff. I don't want the Federal Department of Education explaining why it needs its job, because again, and then I love where you get a couple of, there's going to be growing pains and things that get stuck intermittently mixed with it, and yet a lot of people are like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to demand that. I'm going to demand that if this got happened, everything else is going to get taken down. Like, hold on a minute here. Well, of course, this stuff is getting shut down. People said it wouldn't happen. Like, yeah, but you want to talk about all the bad shit that got shut down with it? So which one do you want to lose? Do you want to lose the good one and take out all the bad stuff, or do you want to keep the good one along with all the bad stuff? It's weird. Sam V. Digger, it was awesome yesterday. Thanks for the reading. Oh, Sam V. Good to hear from you, buddy. Welcome to the show. Federal Department Education is absolutely pointless. Yeah, the federal one, but good luck explaining that to people, especially when if you get your information from the right source, it'll tell you how the Federal Department of Education is. Thank you for the 100 bits, hallowed spirits. You didn't have to do it with the tortured cherub hippo thing. Why did they give it wings, a harp, and a halo? Now it's creepier than fuck. You want it to be extra creepy? Hold on. Boop, boop, boop. Boom. Tell me this thing isn't, tell me we're not heading into hell and this thing's leading us, all right? Tell me that this little right here isn't taking us into the 8th circle. Just give it a minute. Is there even 8 circles? I don't know. I thought there were 9. I don't do math. That's the reason why we don't count super chats. And now 200 bits from Hallowed Spirits with the smoke alarm thing. Thank you for helping out there over on Twitch. Sam V, cheers. I'm there every Thursday. Yeah, you can check out Digger Reading every Thursday. You know what you should call it? You should call it Word Up My Digger. There you go. I'll be there for you. I guess now my show is just where they hit on Digger. Maybe I just have to sucker her into doing my show all the time. That way I can just, sit back and let it all roll in. So let's go to the... Every time. How does he know? Every time. Every time I try to get into the next story thing, to get into the bit I'm doing, burp, there it is. Oh, and by the way, now with all these stickers going off, this feels really weird. We're going back to the news desk. I don't think I want to do that one again. It's nice out, so I can't do the snowy skyline. We can do the relax studio if we need to. My mother is a teacher. Her school gets zero funding from the state or federal government. Removing the federal Department of Education will not harm a school one iota. I don't agree with that at all, because literally messing with the federal Department of Education has a domino effect, especially with states like the one I live in and a highly liberal one, where they take advantage of every little thing that they can from the federal government. So it is going to kind of, and thank you for that 6-person raid. It's already, like, my daughter's literally been affected. There's been some programs that she's part of that, because of DEI initiative stuff and things, have been affected. But that's the other part of the problem. We have so much junk woven into...
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Keep getting interrupted. I don't care. Thank you. Who was that? Weehoo, Jesse Teller. Thank you, Jesse Teller. Cowbell coming in. How many months is that now? 22 months in a row. Thank you, Jesse Teller. Also with the raid now, a high trade. Fuck, it's all stacking up. Here we go. Thank you, Jesse.
Rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies. Everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes the train, and here comes driver 10-2. Wahey! Here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
I don't know why I have to lead sideways to do it. I don't know. Hi, Raiders, says Digger. That's great. Where's the...
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever.
Not good.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
That is 2 tier 1 subs gifted by Lab Glass. Thank you very, very much. Let's go ahead and roll. It's getting fucking weird in here now. Rolling on Cowbell, level 2 hype train, 22%. Thank you so much. Here we go, Cowbell. Heyo. Thank you so much for all of that support. Now we're at level 2. The hype train is at 22%. If you want to help out on Twitch, now is the time. You got 4 minutes and 30 seconds to do it. I will try.
I'm just a baby.
I'm not trying to talk about Marvel Rivals, but since someone threw that sticker up, who was that too? That was Hallowed Spirits. They talked about bringing Cosmo into the game now, and people like me were on Reddit going, "No, dude, you can't make me shoot the dog in Marvel Rivals, okay? You can't make me frickin' punch and shoot the dog in Marvel Rivals." I'm fine with him being involved somehow, but I really dude, come on. That's I don't mind punching and shooting the land shark. It's not a real creature. But especially if the dog was "Barf!" I get China's fine with it. Fucking sticker party. Thank you, 100 bits from Hallowed Spirits. Check the lab, says Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. Check the lab. $5 from PayPal saying check the PayPal. Okay, from Bud Britches. let's do that, and we'll count the PayPal off direct, as of course, as we always do. Badoop boop. Thank you for that. That's $20 off the PayPal. $30 off the PayPal that we have today. So that drops us down to 10 in the show's goal today. Thank you so much. It is amazing. And I'm covered in sharks and kissy faces. What the shit is this? Let's count that down. We're down to $10, which means if this hype train blows into level 3, we're calling the goal. We're not even checking shit. We're calling it good at that point. Level 2 already, so we're down to $10. We're probably just going to do the damn thing. Thank you for still going with all the stickers. The confetti's still falling, which means the stickers are still queued, and I have to do a couple of controlled burns, so I'm going to end up going from, completely not to completely in one foul swoop. So that's awesome. I will be... Hi, caramba. I will be doing either a shorter show or possibly a late start on Monday because my daughter will be home for President's Day, and so we might be starting a little late depending on how hanging out with the kiddo goes. But otherwise, we will be back on Monday afternoon for our program. But that's only because we're going to spend the morning hanging out with the kiddo. I'm going to make waffles this weekend, and I'm going to have those, and we're going to have waffles and popcorn time and daddy-daughter time. It'll be awesome since we don't get that as much as we like, and it's going to change soon. All right, thank you. Jesse Tyler saying hello, Digger. Yeah, a lot of people loving Digger. I feel like I have to incorporate that lady and start making it work for me because apparently everybody is just... Plus, then I get to tell people, everyone will be like, hey, man, how are things going on your show? Great, ever since I found my Digger. Yay, cheers, donators, says Digger. Yes, it is. Very awesome. I was a little nervous about whether or not we had extra time, but now we're almost definitely going to have it. So it's about 2.5 hours left in the show. I have to do this controlled burn for the people of over the awful waffles. No. Waffles. I make awesome waffles. I make cinnamon vanilla waffles, and there's not a lot of cinnamon in them, just a smidge, just a touch of cinnamon. And then, vanilla, and then I make them. They're big old, the circle-styled ones that look like a fucking manhole cover. You can freeze them because I get them and I make them and I put them on drying racks and then you put them in the freezer. You can freeze them and then break them into, you can break them into quarters, freeze them, and then make your own Pop-Tart or the toaster waffles with them. Digger, it's because I'm cute and kind, Johnny, and modest. Very, very modest. Well, like I said, I'm lazy, and if I can, make things easier on my show by relying on my Digger, then that's awesome. That hype train is finishing over there at level 2 of whatever, 39%. Considering the sticker party thing isn't as big a thing, and now it's literally multiple times that it's literally cut the nuts out of a hype train because then people stop going crazy with the stickers. I'm gonna have to up it so it doesn't happen as much. I want Waffle Crisp Johnny Waffles. Johnny Waffles are great. That sounds bad though. Shit. Anyways, I have to do a controlled burn here in honor of the people on PayPal. I won't read out their names, but I believe they know who. I'm pretty sure it's Bud Britches and who was the one on YouTube? I don't know. Johnny Hotcakes. I wish. What the? Somebody's going on. All right, here we go. Controlled burn going out in honor of the PayPal. Thank you so much. And then Bud Britches with the 5 on Rumble. Hollowed Spirits with the sticker again. Burning it away. Thank you. Oh, no, we're going to burn Jeff. Run, Jeff. You're going to be sushi. Oh, no. Oh, Jeff the shark just got toasted. Oh, poor Jeff the shark. Oh, poor Jeff the shark. Oh, no. Oh, he's getting roasted. I can't watch. I got to take it off the screen. Thank you again for the other 200 bits. We really appreciate that. That is awesome. All right. So we covered our first stories. If you're just joining us, we covered the California flood situation. It's getting nasty down there. Read my message, asshole. Check PayPal. I have money. Dude, I checked PayPal. It didn't say you had a message. I'm sorry. Thank you for the additional.
I pray to the highest heavens, Lord, please do not let this Becky get any purple-headed yogurt slinger from any man. Absolutely none.
Come on, any day now. All right. Happy Valentine's Day, bud. Happy Valentine's Day, bud. So there we go. I don't know why that makes me chuckle. Ryan the Garbage Man, why does Jeff have legs? Because it's adorable. Jeff is now a Japanese delicacy. Absolutely. Jeff is totally a Japanese delicacy. Weird auto suggestions. Okay, so we've caught up with all of those. So we're good there. We're somewhere around $10 to fund the show, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna make that over with all that. So thank you. There's that deal. Went from Chinese wedding soup to sushi. Did I or did Jeff because of the burner? I don't know. I changed my cat's name to Alucard. She doesn't seem to mind. Hey, man, you do whatever you want. Your cat, love it or hate it, I don't know. My cat was named Alucard because he was bitey, and there's a vampire character named Alucard, so I named him after the character. You know what's really weird is I know old nutbag McGillicuddy likes to give me crap on his program about my cat being named Alucard because it's Dracula backwards, which, whatever, fuck him. But bum. If I were to name my cat after any other literary character, I'm like, oh, well, his name is Mercutio from the play, And I'm like, oh, okay. That's not...
Hey, laser lips! Your mama was a snowblower!
Thank you. That was helpful. Chameleon is... Jeff did get it. Shark fin soup. Okay. All right, where we go? Boop, boop, boop. Johnny invented that name. Invented what name? Alucard? No, I didn't. Dude, have you never... When did Castlevania come out? Alucard was a character in Castlevania and a character in Hellsing long before I ever had a cat. You know what that is? You know what that is? That's ignorant. That's ignorant, and I don't want to do ignorant. We don't do ignorant here.
Planning delicious home.
I'm ignorant enough for everybody else. We don't need to be ignorant on the program, okay? Straight up ignorance. I can't handle this level of ignorance, and I have a controlled burn to do. So we're gonna start this. Program. I'm gonna do another controlled burn, and then we've got to do the 2 for the hype train too. It's gonna be busy in here, and I'm in trouble. Let's do this. Unmute ads. Blow.
As
Here
the
we
Trump
go.
administration continues purging thousands of jobs from the federal government, the president is again taking aim at the
I love that we say he's purging thousands of jobs from the federal government like work isn't going to get done, and we don't bring up the fact that thousands of jobs in the federal government for at least the last 4 years, and this is if we're being how would we call it? Paint-suckingly generous. At least the last 4 years, thousands of jobs at the federal government created simply to make the jobs numbers look better.
Department of Education and his pledge to eliminate it entirely.
How soon do you want the Department of Education to be closed?
Oh, I'd like it to be closed immediately. Look, the Department of Education's a big con job.
Where do things stand right now with the department's fate?
So, we have.
Oh, you've got to love it. They just air the part where he goes, look, I think the Department of Education's a big con job. If you listen to that, that sounds like a crazy, unhinged president. If you listen to the facts he lists after that, it actually sounds like a rational decision. Like the fact that the Department of Education was created in 1980, and since 1980, we've had declining we've had declining education scores. The fact that the Department of Education pushes a lot of the transgender ideology, gender flex ideology, all of that crap, and we haven't worried about pushing anything related to actual education, like test scores and stuff like that. The federal Department of Education is the part of the Department of Education that highly pushes the idea that test scores are racist. So again, I'm fine with the removal of the Department of Education on a federal level because the state departments of education are a lot more easy to manage. And again, the people in the states get an actual say in their departments of education. As far as money and funding and things, we, again, can always figure those parts back out. But that doesn't mean, like, again, the idea that, like, oh, no, there's a couple of nice things in this pile of bullshit, so just keep paying for the pile of bullshit. That's like saying keep paying for your cable TV, for your phone, and your for your landline phone and all the TV programs you don't watch just because you like the internet. No. We don't pay for all those. We cut them out. Department of Miseducation. Department of Miseducation, just like these people are being disingenuous and misinformative by only posting the part that sounds crazy. Only the part like, look, I think the Department of Education's a big con job. And we don't let him list his reasons why. And again, CNN, even if you, let's ignore the bias part you put out there for a second. Are you guys going to just continue to be oblivious to the fact that this president has been doing more work in the last 2 weeks than the last president did in 4 years? And while he did it, he's been in front of cameras answering questions about it the whole time? Tell me someone else who's been half as transparent. And I'm not saying, say you hate everything he's done. Say everything he's done you completely disagree with. And fine. All right. Ignoring right over. Okay. Yep. That part. Okay. Everything he's done is completely wrong. But can you at least tell me one president who everything he's done, right or wrong, has done it in front of you, answering your questions about it the whole time? Because we really shit on it. Transparent. Oh, no, he's getting rid of the trans stuff, but he's sneaking it in by being transparent. It was a con job the whole time.
I've talked about the layoffs, and we know that there have been several career employees at the Department of Education who have been fired under this.
Right. If the entire federal Department of Education is unnecessary, then the people at the federal Department of Education don't need their jobs. Again, what... This is where I have so many people that I've met in my life that'll tell me about the worthless employees that, like, we don't need this person, but because of this, that, and the other, we can't fire him. And it's like, great. So we've been paying these employees who get better benefits than any of the rest of us taxpayers, who get a whole slew of a lot of awesome shit. They get nice pensions and all of that lovely stuff. And now we're supposed to feel bad for them because that money train has ended. Again, what are the things they're providing? And you can sit there and say the services and the programs ending here in this state are because of that. No, it's not. If teachers are losing their jobs in your state, that's because liberals are firing them to make it look like it's the federal thing. If programs are being cut and then those people are losing their jobs because those programs are being cut, that's a little bit different. That is a different thing. And again, there's good and bad that are getting swept up with that. And like I said, that's just the way it is. But I don't want the bad stuff anymore. And one thing I can definitely admit, if it's hurting me when the good stuff gets taken out, like, yep, that hurts me, that sucks, I'll have to figure out a way around it. But I'm looking at the bad stuff that's getting taken out too. I'd rather that than the alternative. I'd rather take the cuts that I take, the hits that I take, the punches to the face, physically, financially, whatever. I'd rather take those and not allow this shit to keep going on than have it cushy for me, and who cares? Like, it's just the good, the bad, the fugly. I am fugly. Thank you for pointing that out. This show would be better if those two girls started kissing and quit talking. Mr. Q, did you not get laid yesterday? I thought you did all your Valentine's Day shit yesterday. Did you not get some booty patootie? Because what's wrong with you, sir? That's again, my eyes are up here.
His probationary firing. But aside from that, you heard the president. He's been saying that he wants to get rid of this department. We do have a...
Right. And I love how you aired just those parts and you didn't talk about the why. Like, but you know what? I'm cutting you off. I apologize. You're probably going to do that right now. You're probably going to list all of the reasons he has repeatedly said for why he's doing this. And agree with him or not, those actually are some valid reasons.
Reporting that he's has this executive order, which would essentially direct the Secretary of Education to come up with a plan for how they could diminish this agency by executive order. And then the second half of that executive order would be to urge Congress to dismantle the Department of Education. It remains unclear if Republican members in Congress truly have the appetite to do such a thing. In the past, they have not. But that's where things stand there. And of course, Trump's pick for Department of Education Secretary was on Capitol Hill this week for her Senate confirmation hearing, Linda McMahon. And she was actually asked about this by Democratic lawmakers, one even saying this feels like a very elegant gaslighting that we are talking to you about running an agency that this administration wants to get rid of. So lots of questions about the programs that operate out of the Department of Education. Of course, we know that they are in charge of dispersing federal funds to school districts as well as funding for students looking to go to college. So, of course, lots of people wondering what will that mean.
So, Adam, to bring you in, because a lot of our viewers are wondering about this, they sent in some of their questions on
I'm
social
losing
media
interest
about the impact.
by the second.
I want to read some of them and have you weigh in. First one says, I need to start repayments and just consolidated. Do I even start payments?
Yeah, I mean, one of the myths that's circulating around social media right now is that if the Trump administration does away with the Department of Education, student loans or student loan programs just cease to exist. And that's not correct. What would happen as a practical matter?
Boom! Oh, really? So student loans just end? We just don't get any, we don't have any student loans. So wait a minute. So are people saying they shouldn't be paying their student loans back because the Department of Education doesn't exist? I don't know. I'll disperse something on her. Wow, Eugene Stoner is really, you guys are. The black lady looks like she does not suffer from. Why is it so? Wow, you guys are horny today. I want to give you all VDs. More like specializing in student loans. I mean, come on. Or wait, nope, that was a horrible thing to say. That's right. When we gaslight, we do it with elegance and class, says Wild Saffron. The Daredevil wants his leather jacket back. I'm not wearing a leather jacket. Real shame they unfunded them. They were so close to figuring out how much wood a woodchuck could chuck. You made the mistake of having deep thoughts. Oh, Rusty Grammar. Where? Only retarded Dems say more federal jobs are beneficial, but deep down they know they are bullshitting themselves. At least I hope. Oh, no, Rusty Grammar. And this was a fun thing for me to learn. Oh, they know they're bullshitting themselves. And the reason we can say that is because since Donald Trump took office and started doing the stuff he did, criminal defense attorneys became the #1 Google search in Washington, D.C. Keep in mind, people have, like I said, I have been negatively affected by stuff that's happening with this stuff. Let's be clear about that. Not personally negatively affected. It's impacted programs that affect my daughter. All right? Or at least so I'm told. supposedly they're part of. Again, I didn't realize that special education was a DEI initiative. But either way, if they've put things like the programs and the laws and things that they push in these states to take away parents' rights when their kid is suddenly becoming transgender because the teacher thinks it's a good idea. And if you're going to tell me that those parts aren't part of the federal government, then it's like, well, then what is the federal government doing then? Because, again, it's really weird. Those parts aren't part of the federal government, but that stuff's happening. So how do we stop that? Anyways, you know what? I'm not going to get into it. Been a long time to say a Boston cream. Wow. Joe Bucky, some of us would be a lot hornier if somebody would show a little skin. I mean, I could probably pull that off. A woodchuck would chuck as much as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Thank you, Sandy Squatch. Johnny, do you sell transgender hams? No, I don't sell hams at all. I don't have ham market money. Okay, Google, how much treason is enough treason to be charged with treason? They're not looking that up specifically. They're just Google searching criminal defense attorneys. And we don't know that it's Dems or Republicans specifically. We just know that people in Washington are suddenly worried about criminal defense attorneys. You know what I have always heard a lot of people say: if you haven't committed a crime, you're not worried about a criminal defense attorney. In a witch hunt, they really worry about criminal defense attorneys. I can paint her white. You guys. Transgender hams, decent brand. Never had it. Don't know what you're talking about. This is shameful. Okay, this is shameful. But we are fully funded for the next 2 hours, so. Because we have like 10. I'm assuming Twitch is going to cover that. And if it doesn't, I'll take care of it. You hear that, Timmy? Oh, damn, Brian S. That actually is right, and that makes me feel better. Frankly, a majority of trans kids who are female are autistic. It's being pushed hardest in special ed classes. Well, like a lot of it for my daughter, it's like speech therapy stuff and things like that, where it's like, I don't think any of that stuff's being pushed there, but you never know. Pig cake is also accepted. I have no idea what we're talking about. But in my defense, they would have objectified these women without me saying anything, so. Fair enough. Then again, you are a dirty, horny old man who's always being dirty and horny, so what are we going to do about it? Anyways, Brian S. correct. It's unfortunate. In general, like I said, my bigger anger with that is, even if, again, ignoring my opinions altogether, with that just being an accepted fact, those secondary things are happening with this. My problem is all of the shit they bunched into that. And that's my problem with the stuff they put in bills. That's where I don't want bills anymore where it's like the National Patriot Defense Bill. And also, in part of it is this giant piece of pork for a state in Ohio that grants them some sort of farming rights, whatever. Like, no more of this. The bill got signed because we gave so-and-so a special deal and it squeaked across the line that way. No. I want bills that are just simple, plain, straightforward bills. No more like, oh, this has nothing to do with, like, calling a bill, what is it? What was the one that they did that was really, really insulting? The American Defense Act or whatever. It was supposed to be like a bill about shoring up our southern border, but a whole shit ton of it was about giving money to Ukraine. Because again, and this is another thing that we especially can't do since they pardoned all of them in the family and the administration and everything else. We can't look into how much money old Ukraine situation funneled into old Biden's pocket. So yeah. Anyways, heard the DoD funds school lunch programs. Makes perfect sense, right? Is that true, Fanatical Bucks fan? I'm going to need some evidence before I believe that. I was special ed, graduated 06. In my school was getting extra funding for me. I was the scam and would testify. I didn't need any more help. I was just bored, says Chevy JB. Patriot Act was garbage. I can agree to that. No more pork fat and bills would be amazing. Right? I am sick of the pork fat bills situation. And the thing is the government's been doing that with more and more places. And so, like, unfortunately, you know, you're ripping out all these weeds. There's ancillary effects. It sucks. And, but yeah, I just, now there's so much there. Now you should be funded for the day, right? Can I go back to effing Brian's wife? Oh, hallowed spirits. Oh, hallowed spirits. Brian has speech therapy should be funded by your property taxes. So if it doesn't make sense, then that it got cut. I don't know how any of that. These are the things I'm being told. All right. From, I haven't looked into the specifics of all of this, but this is what I'm being told, this is what I'm being told about my daughter's education. Let's just leave it at that. And like I said, parts of it being affected, whatever. But I don't know. Like I said, there is so much horrible crap that if you were to tell me, well, Johnny, you're losing your disability, and it's like, well, then I guess I'm getting a fucking real job, right? But if you're like, as for like the whole, like, oh, well, we have to get rid of all of this stuff, and that means some other stuff gets kind of caught up in the middle of it. That stuff shouldn't have been intertwined with it in the first place. So anyways, I don't know, whatever. They can still look into it, but no charges will come of the investigations. Right, and that's the problem, right? I have a problem with the Biden administration, particularly the Biden family, and how they kept shoveling money to Ukraine. And I can almost, like, personally, if I may give my opinion, I think the Biden family kept funding, from the research I've done, I think the Biden family kept funding this Ukraine bullshit specifically because they got money on the back end. And I think any vice president that goes on TV and brags about getting another democratically elected government to do what we want in terms of removing government officials from office because they're investigating their sons should be considered criminal activity, right? But that's not weird. And that's now when people talk about, like, what if they take this money from you? What if they take that money from you? Like, all right, so be it. If it means we get the people like the Clintons to stop just collecting shit tons of money that they shouldn't be getting, like, where's the anger on that's my problem with, like, the conservative people. There's no anger about this. Like, see, I told you. You know what it is on the right? Like, right. I'm in the middle, so I get hit from it with both sides. Because I'm not officially on any party. Like, I bounce back and forth based on what they're saying and doing. Hell, I didn't even vote this election. Anyways, so... Why? Because I don't need to get a lot of stuff. I'm a registered Democrat. I voted for Trump because when you are the circus, you pick the funnier clown. Thank you, Brian. I didn't vote for anybody. I didn't vote for nobody. I didn't vote for Donald Trump. I didn't vote for Kamala Harris. I couldn't vote for Kamala Harris because I don't believe in voting for puppets. And as for Donald Trump, I didn't vote for Donald Trump because, well, especially before the assassination attempt thing, I took him as a joke. And afterwards, he seems to become more serious. And yeah, you know, I don't take him as a joke anymore. That's for sure. He's certainly doing all the things he said he would do, and that's what a lot of people are pointing out. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not worried about it, is my point. Overall, didn't vote for the guy, but I'm not worried about it. Why? Because I thought it was so horrible for the last 4 years, and now we're undoing all of that bullshit, right? So don't worry, in the next 4 years, the hellscape will undo all of that. But no sound on Twitch, says Saint Caesar. Did we have a spike? Did it go down for a minute? Because let's go over here. Yeah, connection lost for Twitch, so deal with it. Too bad. I'll have to type that though. Let's go over here. How's it over on Stupid? Thank you for getting that. How's it over on Stupid? Thank you for... It's all right. And then how's it over here? Let's go. Oh, you know what happens if I click live? That's going to be a pain in the ass. Ooh. Ohio bill aims to make ejaculating without intent to conceive a felony. Yeah, we had talked about that before. But you know what? I'll click that link. In case you need an article to believe in The Handmaid's Tales. Is that... Yeah, but that's the thing is on... The onus is on the guy, right? Yeah, it would find men. See, like The Handmaid's Tales would mean that would find women. Or was that in The Handmaid's Tales too, that men got fined for ejaculating without the intent to conceive? Scroll up the other link. For the other link, the DoD paying school lunches. Oh. All right, we'll talk about both of those. All right, and I voted for Pedro. I blame the Inuit. You paused for me, but I blame destination and the weather. No, the whole thing, where is it? Why is this not my chat disconnected even? All right, I just type Twitch dropped. Audio is F for now. Boom, there we go. Twitch dropped. Audio is F for now. I can't type while I'm doing a show. Johnny, do you know who the exciting whites are? Dude, I know, but I'm like, that's somebody else's job to report on the exciting whites. I'm out by the cabin, bad signal. Yeah, well, I mean, hey, where are you going? Michigan? Why? To blow a load. I'll be right back. Handmaid's Tale was after the population collapse. Okay. All right, so I've got the school lunches thing. We'll go through this. The USDA Department of Defense. USDA Department of Defense. The USDA is the Department of Defense? Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Program, USDA DoD Fresh, allows schools to use USDA Foods entitlement dollars to buy fresh produce. The USDA DoD Fresh operates through a partnership between the USDA and the DoD Defense Logistics Agency, DLA, as well as the state distributing agencies in each participating states. Schools in 49 states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and Guam participate in the USDA DoD Fresh. USDA does not impose a cap on the amount of USDA foods entitlement used through this program, and allocations may be charged on several dates throughout the year. Okay, for a minute I was going to sound like this just sounds like a program to keep schools funded for food, so like we raise our children with healthy foods. But as I read it more and more, it starts to sound like a weird way to launder money for the DoD through the USDA and the DoD through a... Weird. I'm going to stop reading that before I climb a flight of stairs and fall off a balcony for no apparent reason. All right, so it's not that it's wrong to read. It's just wrong to read it out loud. Ohio and Mississippi, we have that one. Aims to... Was there a video on this? Yeah, so this is one where... And here's where I am... Here's where I'm saying, like, this is one I throw at all of the people who are like, no, man, religion says it's wrong to abort a baby. Then, okay, then it's... No, mute that. Religion says it's wrong to abort a baby. Then, yeah, don't go nutting without the idea that there's a consequence. What the heck is this? Advertisements are gay. Weird but true. Do I want your take on this?
First up, is this seat taken? A pair of sisters
All right, so it's a whole bunch of new stuff. I don't want to do that. No, we're not going to bother. All right. Legislatures in Ohio and Mississippi want to fine men up to around $10,000 if they're caught doing so. A draft bill released in Ohio this week seeks to make ejaculating without the intent of conceiving a baby a felony offense. If its advocates say the intent is to stir up public debate over reproductive rights and the interpretation and application of biblical law. See, this is where I'm actually kind of all right with it. You're saying, but I feel like we need to have several understandings. So wait a minute, outside of a vagina, I don't like that rule, all right? I want it to be, if you guys are having sex without the intent of having a baby, then we can find the dude, right? Because then we can use it to pay for all of the aid programs for when dad steps out, right? Like, because again, we're not going to allow the lady to abort the baby. So if we're going to do that, let's do it both ways. Let's say, no. You guys got together in the middle of the night and you decided that it was okay to just, fire one in and see what happens. And if you're doing that as a dude, I think you should be fine. You should realize you've got a weapon. And here's where I'm like weird. If it's outside of the vagina, I'm actually pro. Because if it's outside the vagina, then we're talking about a straight up form of what's that called? It's preventing contraception. There we go, and anal. Wild Saffron. So you do realize that bill would outlaw blowjobs. This will be a hot take, Wild Saffron. When it comes to blowjobs, I'm not really. I don't know. Let's see. Make abortion without valid exception illegal. Make condoms free. Right. This is where the pro-lifers have a problem. See, you want abortion to be illegal. You don't want a lady to be able to seek an abortion. Okay, fine. You want to do that. Let's humor you. But you also are against contraception. You're against people using condoms. You're against women having birth control. It's like, well, now we've got a problem. Because if you're against A, B solves that issue. And in a way, I feel like if you are anti-abortion, you should not have a problem with gay people because they don't have abortions. So I just feel like if you are anti-abortion, you have to be like Brian has said. If you want to make abortion without a valid exception illegal, then you need to make contraception free and easily available. We should have, we should be taking that condom money that we were sending over to, what was it, Afghanistan or wherever. We should keep that condom money here in America. I'm Johnny, and I'm saying that if the condoms are going to be purchased, they should be purchased for American men firing American loads. From the wee peens to the missile silos, everybody have fun tonight. Everybody wang chung tonight. But more importantly, if you blow a load, it should be an American load into an American bag with the label Trojan Man. Why do I do this? Oh. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, enough. Johnny's a unicorn, a man who's not enthusiastic about blowjobs. But again, I agree with you, though. After reading that bill, and I'm pretty sure the people, and spoiler alert, aren't the people opposing this Democrats? If the states' governments are willing to use interpretations of theological law to regulate women, why not men? I agree with that argument. But I also agree you're taking it the wrong way. Ohio State Representatives Anita Somani and Tristan Rader, the authors of the Conception Begins at Erection Act, say it's a tongue-in-cheek means of highlighting the hypocrisy behind moves to regulate women's bodies. And this is where they fail again. You guys have the right idea, but you did it wrong, okay? You went at it with, well, if you blow a load and it isn't to make a baby. No. The law should be if you blow a load in a lady and it isn't to make a baby. If you accidentally unload into a lady, fine. I mean, like, give them a fine, not like it's fine. I mean, if you, if you fire one off. All right, hold on. Can I do the, hold on. Now I want to know. See, this is what I mean. It's not like it's oily, like I can shape it. It's just, I wanted to do this stuff, it's just not styled. Anyhow, down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the Popsies playing a nickel tap your feet. All right, cool. Brian S., yes, I agree. Make shame great again by expressing to people that you don't like what they're doing. Anyhow. Or just buy a condom before they're $1 a piece. But my point is the idea that you make a law where it's illegal to ejaculate outside a lady's body. No, that's not the thing. We need that. We need that being the thing. The law should be that you as a man, if you ejaculate internally without the explicit intent for both parties, mind you, the prior knowledge and understanding by both parties that what is going to happen betwixt the two of you is specifically for making a baby. If not, then that guy's on the hook for like a fine. That would be great, because then every guy looks at a nut like, look, man, I can't believe this, but I'm actually going to have to say, as much as I love a cream pie, a pearl necklace is cheaper. She wants a pearl necklace. Do you know how long it took me to realize that song was about sex? Damn, I was retarded. But I also grew up like in the 80s and 90s. So, it was, like for a while, it was pearl necklaces are illegal now. Yeah, that's the thing, Ryan the Garbage Man. Pearl necklaces are illegal. So now what? Like, you're supposed to nut inside the lady. Like, again, it's got the right idea, but it's executed wrong. It's like saying, like, hey guys, we really think that that stealing horses is bad. So if you don't steal horses successfully, we're going to fine you. What happens if you steal a horse successfully? Who fucking cares? No, again, no. Again, if the regulating of women's bodies is bad, then we need to be regulating men's bodies to the point. Because nobody's saying a lady can't, do stuff to her body beforehand. We're saying that if there's a life, well, not we're, because I'm not saying it. They're saying if there's a life growing in you, we have a discussion about whether or not that's, and it varies from place to place. And let's act like, oh, this is totally something that's being forced on people. Absolutely nothing has changed in my state because of this this ruling that happened a while ago. So unless a federal bill or something that they push, and again, that would be going against the Supreme Court, but I guess it's weird. The government's for that. That's one of the weird things where like, well, if the government doesn't enforce the laws, or was it if the Supreme Court goes against the laws, we'll go against the Supreme Court. And then the Dems went, oh, look, they won't obey the Supreme Court. But like, yeah, you guys didn't want to do it either. It's weird. I don't know. We'll see. Executed. Poor choice of words. Oh, no. Was retarded. Who's retarded? I was retarded. Twitch audio dropped is effed up for now. Yeah, so we put it in there so everybody knows. And actually, let's go over to Twitch. I might have to reload the chat over here. Close pop out. There we go. And pop out the chat. So now we're back up. No. There we go. All right. It's nasty up. I'm guessing he's saying it's not up. I don't really care. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that the Twitch audio is up. It's the smallest of the 3 channels. So, or maybe he's saying it's back up. I don't know. Again, back up. Damn it. Type right. Either way, I don't care. There's not a whole bunch of people over there. I'm sorry if it's a thing, but I can't slow the whole show up and I don't mean this to be rude, but literally 3 people on Twitch. Okay, we're a small show in general, but of the small show, we're doing easily 100% more over on all the other ones, or way more than 100%, because 100% would be 3, so it'd be like 1,000% more. I don't know. It's better on the other 2. There's a lot more there. $5. Will you be watching this little piggy in 20 minutes? What? I don't get that. Thank you for the $5, I guess. I give my wife nut butter. She's on BC, but if I get one past the goalie, we don't care. Right, but we're saying again, like and again, like I said, I totally, because I'm a pro-choice person. I believe that choice isn't in my hands about what I want to have. Because look, there's a lot of risks, and people don't want to acknowledge this. In this day and age, we can understand quite literally that there's a lot of risks with having kids. Birthing children. So I feel like as a woman, understanding what that can do to your body, what that can mean to your body long term, all of the stuff, medical hazards of it, whatever. It's your decision, and you have to live with the consequences of that, making that decision. And I don't know what that would be like. I can never imagine that. So because of that, I can't forcibly say, no, you don't get the right to make that decision because this says that or whatever. So I am pro-choice. But I also believe that at a certain point, because science has taught me a fair amount of stuff, at a certain point, unless there's a legit medical health risk to you, if that kid's far enough along, what are we talking about? But again, I also view that no matter what the laws are, there should be exemptions for R-wording and incest and stuff like that. So again, that's where I sit with it for those who actually give a shit about my opinion. But what was I saying about this? Sadly, pro-choice isn't pro-abortion. It's celebrated in current day, right? I'm pro-choice, but pro-abortion activists make more people pro-life. Exactly, Brian S. Exactly. And that's the problem. The pro-abortion advocates, the people are like, you have the right to just do it. Like, no. We need to understand there's a certain amount of responsibility that needs to be accessed by all parties. But there also needs to be an understanding that I just saw the sticker for the first time. I gotta tell you, you guys in the chat are good. She knows how to name, right? I didn't even realize it for the longest time. I've had it here for the longest time. Whoa. Bluey's been there for the longest time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this was my Valentine's Day present from my daughter. So thank you very much. Thank you for that, Ivy. It's odd that it's so political. Yeah. It's odd that it's so political. But it's political because, again, a lot of people have strong opinions about stuff because of religion. That's where it gets harder. But I can agree with you on that. I feel like it shouldn't really. But here's where I get hinky on that. You say, I feel like this is a private conversation between a woman and her doctor. And I say, that's fine. But if the conversation's private between the woman and her doctor, does the man ever get a say in whether or not he wants to pay for it? Like, if this is a mistake, like, oops-a-doodle, we didn't plan this, but whether or not she wants to go through with it is a private conversation between her and her doctor. Okay, fine. But then what choice does the man get in any of that? And if you say none, then I say, okay, then he doesn't have to pay for anything. Because if he doesn't get any say or any choice, he shouldn't be held financially accountable. I was really anti-abortion until my son was born. Then I kind of changed my mind. I know that sounds bad, but there's a reason for it. Yeah, your son's probably a piece of garbage. I'm kidding! Look, man, I was anti-abortion, and then I had one of my own, and it was like, you know what? Fuck them. Holy crap, we have an hour and a half left in the program. I still haven't gotten through most of the first hour. We have been flying down the line, and I haven't gotten through 90% of the first hour. Oh, boy. SH, that's a conversation that people, that's a conversation that should be had before people have sex, but people don't even get a last name before they get naked. Right. And here's where, like, look, if that's how you want to behave, fine, but that's where birth control, condoms, and all of that stuff. But now we're to the point, too, where birth control, condoms, and consent forms. So, like I said, I feel that literally it's a lady's right to choose whether or not she wants to have that baby. But if the lady chooses to have that baby and the guy doesn't want to, then the guy shouldn't have to pay for it. If the lady's like, no, I want to have this kid, and the guy's like, no, but I don't want to have this kid. Like, if the lady deserves that right and that choice, then the guy deserves that. I hate the double standard of it. That's the other problem I have. I have the double standard of the pro-choice people who are also like, no, but the father has to be held financially accountable no matter what. Yeah, that's why gold diggers have babies with star athletes. And before you say, well, then they should be more responsible. Yeah, but that lady didn't want to have a kid because she wanted to have a kid. She wanted a kid because she wanted a fucking paycheck. So that noise. Again, if two people are going to get together and the onus of having the kid is on the lady, of whether or not she wants to, it's her choice, then I say nay. If the guy wants the kid and the lady doesn't want the kid, but she has the right to say ixnay to that, then I say he has the right to say ixnay. You cannot even donate sperm without getting sued for child support from the lesbian couple. Brian S., I really need a link before I want to believe that, because if that's true, oh my God, do I have a lot of issues. It's not fair. You're right, but it's the way it is because of biology. What do you mean it's the way it is because of biology? No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. It's actually very, very simple. Biology has nothing to do with it. I'm saying if a lady decides she doesn't want to have the kid and the father decides he doesn't want to have the kid and they want to have the abortion, okay, fine. If the father's like, hey, I want to have the kid, and the mom's like, no, and she wants to have the abortion, okay, fine. But if they get together and the mom's like, hey, I want to have the kid, and the dad's like, no, I'm saying, fine, mom, go have the kid, but dad doesn't have to be held accountable. I'm saying that that's the same thing in a lot of ways. Not exactly. I understand what you're saying. There's a slight difference with biology. But if mom's not having the kid because of a like health reason, it's still, again, it doesn't matter, no matter what. Anyways, I don't know. You know what it is? It's all hypothetical anyway. Let's get to the camera. Let's get to reality. If the donor donates sperm for artificial insemination without a physician, the donor may be liable. Oh, dear Lord. Did we just lose not enough memory to open this page? What's chunking my memory? And holy crap, we got a lot of you here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Boopity boop. So we're almost up to 8. Oh, man, that's a lot. It's a lot for this little boat. Can't believe that happened. Let's pop that out and get a new one in there. Let's pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. And then let's go here. Nope. Boop. Can you do? Nope. All right. You didn't understand what I wanted. This works well enough. All right. Live chat. All right. So let's get to this story. Camera capturing the moment a kayaker says he was briefly swallowed by a humpback whale. This is not going to help you guys that are horny, if I'm honest. All of you guys that have been super thirsty up in the chat, this is not sexual. This is literally a kayaker who got swallowed by a whale briefly. I'd love to hear he came out the other end. Unfortunately, that's not how it went. But go.
Video shows a humpback whale swallowing a kayaker whole. Moments later, that kayaker is spit right out and is alive to tell the story. George Solis joins us tonight from the Telemundo Center in Miami. So, George, walk us through what we're seeing in this video.
Waka through.
If you can go kind of moment by moment. And we even heard from the kayaker tonight as well, which is incredible.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. Check out, look, this is the jaw-dropping moment that was caught on video. You can see as the whale briefly submerges the kayaker in the water south of Chile there, his father capturing those heart-pounding moments in the video that has now gone viral. You can actually hear him telling his son, come here, and stay calm and grab the boat. Now, this tale of biblical proportions unfolding on February 8th, according to Adrian Samancas, the man.
The man said once he got out of the whale's mouth that he did see an old man and a doll in there. I suppose an old man and a marionette. I don't know. It was a puppet. Last names are overrated. Right? You're not going to call out her last name in bread. That would suck. Oh, fucking Leibowitz. Yeah. If I ever was stooping a gal and she started going, oh, crutches, oh, crutches, oh, crutches, I would be packing out that door so fast you thought my legs would work. All right. Or you would have thought my legs worked. I've had to pay child support in Minnesota for over 5 years now for a sperm donation I made 20 years ago because the woman's husband said, not my kid. Ooh. I dreamed about sharks one night 20 years ago and never swam in the ocean ever again. I think that's worked out well for you, especially going from this video. That's not what Landers said. What? Damn you, you took my Pinocchio joke. Where did you make the Pinocchio joke? You made the Pinocchio joke? Very sexual. It's a very sexual. Porn. Looking King Kong Dong, very sexual. King Kong Dong, Wild Saffron. Scroll up for the other link. Where's your King Kong your Pinocchio joke? It's not what Landers said. Damn, took my Pinocchio joke. Oh, I must have said it before you could have gotten to it. I apologize. Let's go back
Seen there in the video, oblivious to the apparent threat around him as they floated there in the waves. You can see the whale there in the water. Now, without warning, the yellow kayak briefly vanishes and then reappears. The 24-year-old recalling those harrowing moments, saying he thought, look, I'd been eaten. He thought he could feel something approaching him, engulfing him, believing he had lost his life, saying in that first second that he was submerged, he's like, I thought I already...
Is that a kayak or a raft? That looks like it. Do they make inflatable kayaks? Inflatable kayaks sound stupid. King Kong Dong, I was typing when you said it. Ha! I got there before you did. One of the rare times it's better to spit than swallow. One of my favorite lines from Deadpool and Wolverine is, for the love of God, if you're not going to swallow, then spit it out. Yes, they make inflatable. Well, I know inflatable rafts, but like inflatable kayaks, Sheeny. And good to see you, Shenny. Shenny Graham Yellow Rock. They make inflatable kayaks. You say inflatable rafts. And I know that's an inflatable raft. I'm well aware of that. But inflatable kayaks is the question. Imagine watching your kid get swallowed by a whale. Holy crap. Right? Do you swear like a blood oath right then and there? Like, I'm going to hunt this whale down. Find me, Ishmael. We've found a whale. Sheeny, Mad Max Martin, son of documents to keep yourself private with the facility. Yes, inflatable kayaks. Oh, okay. Yeah, I kind of figured that's what you meant, but I wanted to clarify. Good thing the kayaker shit his pants and the whale spit him out. Oh! But the whale still can't get the taste out of its mouth. It's like really, really bad Mexican food. Oh, that one sounds horrible. All right, let's finish this story. I have still 2 controlled burns I have to do. Crap. All right, let's get that rolling because I have an hour and a half left in the program. This show has been flying by. Thank you all so much for all the awesomeness. I'm pretty sure we made our goal, the $10 or whatever from Twitch. We're not even going to count it. We're going to count it tomorrow or this weekend, and it'll either dip into to Monday's 65 or it won't. And if we're missing or short, fuck it. I don't care. It's like $10 left in the goal, and we definitely got 5 or more of it out of the way. Don't worry about it. Let's just have fun. It's Valentine's Day. It's going to be a crazy weekend, and we got President's Day on Monday. I won't be on the old Steel Toe show on Monday because of President's Day. My daughter's going to be home. I'm going to try and have like daddy and daughter morning with like waffles and hanging out with the kid. Johnny, let's get high, says Balls Hanger. I mean, well, all right. If you're going to participate with the show, and we've got an hour and a half left in the program, so we can do this now. We got to do one of our controlled burns. So while this kayaker recants the last 30 seconds of their harrowing tale, I am going to do that. Remember, if you're participating with the show on these things, be an adult in an area where such activities are legal. Where such activities are legal, if you misheard me. Let's go ahead and hit play. Boop.
He lost my life, but amazingly, he was unharmed. His father making his way over to his son, keeping calm and asking him to hold on to his rope, continuing to reassure his son that he is safe. They both keeping cool and calm under pressure now with this whale of a tale to share for all time. Tom?
Yeah, modern
day. F you!
George,
whale of a tale.
That video is
F
incredible.
you! Oh, thank God the exhale was already through. Well, whale of a tale. I want to hurt you about that one. Jesus, that whale of a tale. Mr. Q, I'll throw in a 5 in a little bit. Just let me get home. Don't worry about it, homie. You know what I've got? No stress. I'm feeling good from that controlled burn. The show's fully funded. Feel great about that. Gonna be done with this program in an hour and a half, and then I get to hang out with my kiddo. Feel really great about that. She can't. It was just so cute. Like, Daddy, I have a Valentine, and I'm like, okay. It was just so awesome that she had a Valentine. Now I feel like here's where I feel like a piece of shit. I should have got her a Valentine. You know what I mean? I'll have to text her mom and ask her a question. Because I did get some ice cream. I got plenty of ice cream. Let's go back. Baby, come back. When I'm done in an hour and a half, can I give Ivy a bowl of ice cream for Vday? Question mark. Not B-Day, Vday. Not V-Ray, Vday. Not V-Gay. Vday. Why did you... Ooh, you don't assume that word on me, Mono. I would like you to know that I am quite affirmatively in the straight column. I'm so straight my dick is bent. All right. What? That doesn't even make sense. Playing pool with a rope, honestly. Anyhow, which is good, because if it ever got, erect, I'd pass out. Oh, so the legends say. They really don't. Experts say what happens when student loan debt Trump ends the Department of... Didn't we already cover that? We did, so bye-bye. This lady has an... Oh, yes, the urgent message for Trump. I want to know what the urgent message was. It was so urgent, she had to drop everything and throw it out on TikTok. All right, I'm sorry. We've got... I'm going to go based off of just what I'm seeing here. I'm saying pro-MAGA person. I'm feeling like a MAGA person. I'm feeling like we're going to have a MAGA person getting MAGA on us, and it's going to be weird. In the state of Minnesota, can void any and all contracts made when you make the donation as long as it's for the benefit of a woman and there's nothing you can do about it. Tried to fight it for 3 years. Oh, that's horrible. It was be sure to drink your Ovaltine. I like that. That was a foot brace for those of you who care, and you shouldn't. All right, we've got an hour and a half left in the program. We're going to talk about this lady on TikTok, an important message for Donald Trump. We're still in our first hour stories. I have so much other shit to cover. I'm being lazy. Let's go.
I have a message for the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Sir, I know you are very busy renaming Gulfs and banning...
All right, so now I don't know if you're pro or anti. The fact that you chose to lead with the renaming Gulfs thing feels like you think everything he's doing is stupid. And so I'm guessing you're going to say banning transgender surgeries. Look, I don't think the government should pay for gender reassignment stuff and trans stuff. That's just an opinion. How much to snipe who? I don't know who that is, and I don't care. I don't snipe. Thank you for the $5.
banning paper straws. But there is...
All right, yep. You're banning paper straws. No offense, he didn't ban paper straws. I think we just weren't... I don't know, whatever. I don't know who this little piggy is. But yeah, thank you for the support, buddy. Catch you later. I don't watch this little piggy on YouTube. It sounds weird.
One issue that you are gravely overlooking. I speak for all of America when we ask of you, we beg of you, sir, to reverse the 1988 ban on JARPs. Sir.
Wait, never mind. She's got a message we all need. Did he just unban plastic straw? Didn't he just unban? Yeah. Yeah, he did. He did. I don't know if this lady's serious or not, but even if she's not serious, she should be. She should be serious. I'm right there with you, honey. Let's go back and give this the gravitas it deserves.
I have a message for the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Sir, I know you are very busy renaming gulfs and banning paper straws, but there is one issue that you are gravely overlooking. I speak for all of America when we ask of you, we beg of you, sir, to reverse the 1988 ban on jarts. Sir, I can give you direct scientific information on how the banning of jarts in 1988 started the pussification of America. Banning of jarts represents the first time our country blamed an inanimate object for stupid people's decisions. And ever since then, it's like we're living in this timeline where
she's not wrong!
Sports almanac. Once we banned jarts, we started putting safety labels on things and telling people which end of a chainsaw to hold. We stopped natural selection in its tracks. And now we're stuck with a bunch of stupid people. We used to throw really sharp weighted objects at each other. And after that, we went down to steel rounded horseshoes. That wasn't soft enough. We had to go to washers. And now here we sit in 2025, throwing bags of corn at each other. If you want to reunite the Republicans and Democrats and make us one again, let us throw jarts. Thank you.
I am so sorry that I made fun of you, ma'am. I would like to say as a broadcaster, as a commentator, as a person who pulls up clips and just talks out of his ass about them, I apologize for not giving her the platform she deserved. That message should be deserved. That message should be delivered every way that it can. Unban jarts. Let stupid people go. Make common sense great again. Oh, man. She makes a compelling argument, says Rex. That dude, she makes a great argument. Digger, I'd vote for this lady. She totally does, Rexstar parroting out. Totally. I was the first gen to play with those things. We all had them. And real darts, too. Right? Yeah, dude. She has the darts. She's not wrong. She's not... She's right. We need to do this. We need to, and I like that she said the pussification. She used a George Carlin term, the pussification of America. She's not wrong. I want jarts back. I want jarts back. That would be great. We've got a show going for another hour and a half. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. We are happy to see you. Happy to have you. Going great. I took a jart to the foot. It wasn't fun, but worth it, says King Kong Dong. But were you supposed to be there? Who do we blame? The jart or your foot? I ask you. The numbers are the numbers. All right, so I have this clip from the San Francisco attorney. We're going to go to that. We already covered the Ohio bill. Expert explains what happens when... Oh, we already covered that, so we'll close that. So this is our last one from the first hour. Yes. Why jarts shouldn't it be larts? Right? It does. It does sound like it should be larts. I don't know why it's jarts, and I don't care. I don't care. You know why it's jarts? Who financed them being made? I didn't feel good about that one, but it was kind of funny. All right, so we have an hour and a half left in the program. What the fuck? This can't be right. I'm seeing an ad for limited edition, the Mega AR-15, like the Mega Victory AR-15. It's an AR-15. It looks like maybe with a longer barrel. I don't know. Unique individual artwork, match grade. All right, yeah, no, it doesn't look like it says any. Yeah, just a weird like, hey, it's a gun with a flag on it. Jesus. All right. Let's go here and check this out. Easier to do it on.
Let's take a moment and
X,
explain what sanctuary
or
policies
Twitch.
are about.
Let's take a moment to explain what sanctuary policies are about. What sanctuary policies are about, sir, is sanctuary policies are cities that won't extradite people based on their immigration status. Now, in the previous administration, many people had illegal immigration status, and they weren't properly vetted. They didn't have full paperwork. Hell, some of them didn't even get stopped at the border. But in a sanctuary city, ICE usually does not participate in the removal of those people because the system protects them. It's a sanctuary city. But again, correct me on how I'm wrong, Chinese guy. The only reason I'm watching this, honestly, is because the blonde lady's cute. That's the only reason you get this.
Let me just take a moment and explain what sanctuary policies are about. When communities trust law enforcement, victims and witnesses of crime come forward, arrests are made, criminals are taken off the streets. When the opposite happens, trust is eroded. People are fearful to report. We are all less safe. And this is why.
Yeah. So, in other words, you are not about to tell me that somehow sanctuary cities make it safer because people can report. You realize you're one of the people in one of the cities where criminals just get let out because, it's wrong to hold them accountable. Remember, theft is okay if it's under a certain dollar point and all the other laws you guys got over there. You really want to tell me that the problem is people don't report crime because the sanctuary city laws aren't in effect and that sanctuary cities... No. People don't report crime because you're not going to prosecute. People don't report crime because, again, if they didn't steal enough, it's not reportable. People don't report crime because, again, if it was a certain skin color, then we have to understand how that person was disparaged. I really have... Johnny, I have good news. What? I took a jar to foot. It wasn't fun. Johnny, what's your good news, King Kong Dog? I'm stopping the whole thing for you, buddy. Let's hear it. You see that Ilhan Omar is getting investigated by the DOJ for illegally marrying her brother to get him his immigration papers. Is that the good news, Brian S? No, I did not. I would love a link. LOL, if you're illegal, you're a criminal. It's a crime to be in the country illegally. Right. But if you're in the country illegally and you're not committing a crime, I guess the DOJ shouldn't do anything about it. Shit, gotta rumble it. You can't why you gotta rumble it? Because you could just, if you have a link to the good news. I have no idea. Like, give me a link. Let me read the story, whatever it is. I really worry what he has to rumble. All right, anyways, we're moving along with the program. We've got an hour and 15 minutes. Let's let him explain sanctuary cities and their benefits, because, again, I'm completely uninformed and stupid. Both of those things are true, but that doesn't make him right. Let's go.
Why hundreds of cities and many states across our country have adopted sanctuary policies. This is why hundreds of police chiefs, law enforcement officials, I can say as a former criminal prosecutor, why we support this.
As a criminal prosecutor in San Francisco, you support sanctuary cities because they help you arrest criminals. When are you going to start that second part? The Eagles parade was today. No one got like last year's parade, and no one was climbing the streetlights. Oh, well, congratulations, King Kong Dog. Burn number 2 for the hype train that we had to catch up on. And then I've got one more in the backlog from the donations. Actually, I have 2 in the backlog I got one more in the backlog of donations from Coach up there, or whatever his fucking name was. Balls Hanger, good to see you. We already caught that. AP in moron cities/states, I guess that's the thought. Well, I don't agree with it. Either way, you see that Ilhan Omar getting investigated. Brian S., you've got a wrench. I'd love a link. I'd love a link. I could go Googling for it, but googly eyes. I can't say it without thinking it. All right, so we got 2 of these I got to run through, and I got to get that done because I got to use the Zoob to exhale, and I got to shut up shop here. Close up shop because, yeah. All right, so let's go with controlled burn number 2. Take us away, news lady.
Studies have consistently shown that immigrants commit less crimes, that sanctuary jurisdictions have seen no increase or lower crime rates. Now, unfortunately, the Trump administration has spread lies about the suggestion.
I'm sorry. Tennessee, Colorado, how many sanctuary city-state areas have been taken over by gangs? None, huh? Haven't seen a rise in any of that. It's all made up by the Trump administration. That's weird. That is hinky, to say the least. Hinky, hinky, hinky. You know what that is? That's hinky. That's what that is. That is hinky. Agreed. I'm against sanctuary cities and states. What in the world are you people doing dressed? We made the goal, so I guess fuck it. Does that help you? Does that do it for you? Here, there you go. Now I got a deep V. Johnny's flashing a little flat-chestedness because his man tits are shrinking along with the rest of them. Dude, if I just start working out a little bit by like this summer, I could be like maybe just kind of cut, and then I could totally make people jealous. One person in particular. I love flaunting. I love flaunting it every time I talk. Like, yeah, weight's down. Large shirts are getting a little baggy. Extra larges look stupid on me. Almost have to start wearing mediums. Really sucks that getting that weight down, even though I behave like a piece of and he just, he seethes. Anyhow, illegal aliens commit the majority of crimes. Fixed it for you, news dude. Oh, Wild Saffron. No. He is a San Francisco, leads the lawsuit. He is a former prosecutor. He's a San Francisco city attorney. So he's a current prosecutor. Now he's a city attorney. So he was a prosecutor. Again, he was a prosecutor who can tell you, no. Sanctuary cities make it safer to report crime because, again, the illegal aliens that are criminals can't get reported on. You realize what you're saying, right, guy? Look, let's take it your way. You're saying, look, if we let in all of these illegals and we make it safe for them to live here, they can report it when crime is happening in their community. But if we make it illegal for them to live here, they don't report crime because then they might get swept up and shoved off back to the country they came from. Right. But if they're not here at all, there's also still no crime. It's a weird kind of circular logic that we only get more crime. Like, if they're not here, the crime's not being committed.
That our cities are harboring criminals. Let me just take a moment and explain what sanctuary policies are about.
That was the end of it. That was the end of it. It's a misnomer that sanctuary cities are harboring criminals. Right. Because again,
law enforcement.
Denver, Colorado isn't totally swarmed with Venezuelan gangs. We haven't covered that story at all. Oh my God, I love this stuff. And the part is, there's news organizations that put this out there, and everybody's like, look, they're doing this, they're doing that. And I'm like, yeah, but did you listen to all the information that came across? Because I got news for you. All right, we gotta get this up here. No, that's good. Where it is, I don't know what. Maybe it was just that news clip. All right, let's go and get our second hour stories. That's everything from the first hour. We finally cleared out the first hour. We've got an hour and 10 minutes left in the program. So let's see what we have for our second hour stuff. Boop. We got a video of an inspector general. An inspector general. All right, we'll hear from him in a minute. We got a video of a teacher apparently yelling at a student for being political. We've got John Taffer talking to Democrats about rising prices and how they work. We've got states suing Elon Musk. That's a story we can report on in a bit. We've got the Democratic Party talking about what they got done in a day. Oh, boy. And we've got a lady claiming that she will lose her $4,000 in monthly food stamps if she doesn't sell her 2024 BMW. I might want to get to that one right away because I want to hear people tell me about this lady and who they think she is, and then we can play that one. I got some fun one. I got a fun one for you there. So we've got a couple of those to go through. Rest assured, baby bird, we got some fun shit. So we have, what was it, 1 or 2 more burns left to do? I think 2. We have 2 left to do to catch up with everything. We'll do 1 right now. We'll hit this thing, and then we'll do... We aren't doing a 420 thing today. I apologize, but we're not doing that. We're going to do 2 more, and if we get donation stuff, we'll put them on the backburn pile. But we're going to do 2 more for the show and for the funding, and I think that makes us square with the house. And then we're going to kind of pack it up while we wrap up the last hour of the show. Alrighty, so where is King Jong Dong? You knew it. It was too good to be true. Knew what was too good to be true. Johnny, never mind. 2 people. Oh no. It's an old story making a comeback. Oh, well, if she's getting investigated, that's all that matters. It's a couple of buildings and a small 6-block area in there. If it's only, I don't know. Is that what we're talking about? Have you seen the Chernobyl thing? Is there something new about Chernobyl? So I guess the answer is no, because the last thing I saw about Chernobyl was just whatever. But thank you, small town gal. I can maybe look into that in a bit. Time's a little tight, and I got a lot of stuff to talk about, especially some stuff that I really want to talk about. So we're going to start picking the fun ones and going with that. Inspector General being fired. I can't really affect it, but 8 Inspector Generals whom Donald Trump fired from their federal agency watchdog posts are suing for their jobs back. Explains why his termination is concerning. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about that. I got the time. I ain't got the time. Let's go. Again, whoever, oh, fuck. Enough of it. Let's go to this. We have this teacher. Teachers crash out over Trump. He's been fired. Political crash out in school is crazy. Okay. First of all, who the hell...
That bothers me more.
Oh, he's putting a filter on his face. I was going to say, who the hell is in school that has this face and facial hair? It's a filter, so we can't quite identify the person. Bravo. It's a filter that's on there. I didn't realize that at first. So the teacher's going to freak out about Trump. Okay, political crash out in school is crazy.
And the only thing that bothers me more than him is all the Republican senators and congressmen who just keep going along with it. It's not because they believe in it. You gotta know they don't believe in it. They don't believe in any of it. They're just afraid that he's gonna talk smack about them on Truth Social, and then they're gonna lose their job in an election. So they're just doing whatever he says, which is the worst possible thing, because that's cult and dictatorship. Jesus Christ, you don't see that?
That's called a dictatorship. Remember, guys, if you go along with the guy at the top because he'll say mean things about you on social media, that's called a dictatorship. I can't even rip on him for how stupid that is. Dude, you don't get to have a say in a dictatorship. Joe Berger, hey, old friend. Hey, Joe Berger. Welcome to the program. I don't know how long it's been since you've been here, but a few things have changed, particularly this week. One, we have a co-host on Wednesdays. I'll be honest, of the two of us, I am prettier. But we have a co-host on Wednesdays. We're starting at 1 p.m. now, ending at 4:30 p.m. when we reach overtime like we have today. Actually, yeah, I'm getting sick of that one. Where is it? I might want to switch the applause things on my thing and switch it to this one. Anyways, so yes, so we're fully funded today. We're going to 12:30. We're going till 12:30 when all of the demons come out. We're going till 4:30, so we've got an hour left in the program. We'll hang out for you. We're currently on a story about a teacher losing their S in school. Now, I don't care that the guy's losing his S about Donald Trump. That part doesn't bother me. My beard is bothering me. It's getting itchy as fuck. I gotta shave this thing. I'm gonna schedule that haircut after I'm done with the show. After I'm done with the show, I'm gonna schedule that haircut for tomorrow afternoon. I'm gonna tell you this. You guys can. I'll tell you this. I'm gonna shave this whole thing down. It's gonna be bare. I'm gonna be bare as shit. You're gonna be able to see my throat, and I'll look like I have like a double chin, maybe. I don't know. It'll be like, holy crap, he looks like a lady. Dude looks like a lady. All right, I have one more of those to do. That's really gonna help. Anyhow, if this dude's hair was blonde, I'd think he's doing a Johnny Bravo impersonation. Let's go.
I'm kidding. When I say wipe that smile off, I don't care if that's a detention. I just wrote you a referral mentally. You're going to detention for bringing up politics in class. You want to go for 2?
Did you just have a freaking blowout about Donald Trump being a dictator and then give the kid detention for bringing up politics in class? Where's the applause button? One moment. Brian S., cut your own hair. It's cheaper. Buzz that shit to a 3 and you're golden. Nope. I know for a fact it's better off if other people do it. Don't grow a throat beard, Johnny. I don't have a throat beard. It's all down to here. Don't grow a throat beard, Johnny, says George F. Someone dropped a bomb on Chernobyl as well. Johnny, I own a weed whacker haircut for free. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'll just get a haircut. I'm going to shave. That's pretty much it. Are you saying that's where it gets itchy is if you grow it on the throat? So just shave it off on the throat and keep everything over here. This gets itchy at times, but yeah, I agree. The throat part is the itchiest. I'll be honest with you, I'm probably ditching the throat part after the show today. Well, after I hang out with my daughter. I'm going to ditch the throat part after I hang out with my daughter because we're going to have ice cream, and I don't want to have, like, hair trimmings come off. That'd be gross. Are those sprinkles? No, those are not sprinkles. That's wrong. Don't do that. Roses are red. Thank you, Ryan the Garbage Man, I guess. All right. Like, I get that you were trying to rhyme and stuff, but, like, I'm going to be honest. The second half of that message, I really don't like being coupled with the first part. So, thank you. Anyways, yeah, so the student gets detention. We're going to jump back since I got a little hung up here. If you're just joining us, the student apparently gets detention for bringing up politics, and this is where I don't appreciate whoever filmed this clip, because the teacher was fired, which I don't know how I feel about, because I want to know what the student who brought up politics said in specifics. But the teacher, again, on the clip, and they just go along because they'll say stuff on Truth Social, and that's a dictatorship. No, it isn't. But okay. And that's detention for bringing up politics. Dude, you're the one who lost your shit. You guys didn't have a shouting match. There was no back and forth. Because that's called fucking... All right, let's go live. There we go. Again, there we go. And boom.
I don't care if that's a detention. I just wrote you a referral mentally. You're going to detention for bringing up politics in class. You want to go for 2?
Control yourself, man. Yo.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
He said, control yourself, man. And what better way to prove your point that you are controlling yourself? I'm sorry. I got to jack that that sounds dirty. I got to jack up that volume, it seems like. Let's go up here. Let's go back here.
Yourself, man. Yo.
Excuse me? Excuse me? After all I put up with you for the last 2 years and talked you up and stood your back when they ripped you, you what? You say what? What? Are you serious? Treating me with that disrespect? Are you serious? Are you serious?
What the heck did you do? Cover up for this kid, like, on a DUI or something? Holy shit. Mr. Q saying, I don't think I've ever been clean shaven in the last 6 or 7 years. Yeah, me too. I've trimmed it down in a variety of ways, but I've never gone to the roots before and just all the way to the Digger. I don't know. I think he was serious. I do love the just wow, dude, like control yourself, bro. Excuse me? Are you serious? Are you being serious right now? No, I was totally screwing with you. Let's just fucking with you. What answer does he give that backs him down? Is my question. What answer does he give that makes him go, hey, let's back it off a bit? You know? Just like, excuse me. Like, I said, whoa, control yourself, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you asked me to control myself. You're right. I have been a little heavy-handed. Just thank you for that. I really got off on a tear. Mr. Q, serious as a heart attack. Oh my God, really? Where are you? I know you're here somewhere.
Are you stuck up with you for the last 2 years?
Oh, Jesus.
You want to go for 2?
Control yourself, man. Yo.
Excuse me? Excuse me? After all I put up with you for the last 2 years and talked you up and stood your back when they ripped you, you what? You say what? What?
I'm retarded?
What? Are you serious? Treating me with that disrespect?
We're not just doing this for money. We're doing it for a shitload of money.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Coach, I've got AIDS.
Are you serious?
Uh-oh.
If I could take back your letter of recommendation to college right now, I would. You talk to me like that? After everything I've done for you?
I'm a thumb in the butt.
Are you kidding me?
No offense, guy. No offense.
Please, show me your dick!
Oh, excuse me. Can be a sound drop. No, I don't want to. Is this dude Mifflin? Is this Dunder Mifflin? I have no idea. Looks like Jim after he pranks. All right. I thought we had a relationship going. I let you be top bunk, and this is how you repay me. Dude, it's the teacher talking to a student. I want to know what he said. Right? I want to know what he said. Who's that? Diamonds and Henna. Thank you. First time I've seen your name in the chat, Diamonds and Henna. I want to know what he said. And yeah, dude, after me and the kiddo hang out, first thing to go is all of this bullshit. And then I'm going to freaking get a haircut tonight. No, not tonight, tomorrow. I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow, and I'm going to shave the rest of this off. And let me tell you, that haircut better fucking be there. Anyhow, Digger knowing Diamonds and Hannah. Oh, good to see you. Well, good to see you. He said the earth is flat. Oh, no. No, I think he had to have said something related to Trump because the dude was blowing up about Trump and saying how the other Republicans are just supporting him because they're afraid that Trump will say something mean about them on social media, which somehow makes that a dictatorship. Again, being afraid of being slammed on social media by the president means this is a dictatorship. Right? Anyways, he went off on a rant and then said, I'm giving you detention for bringing up politics. He then started talking, and again, we don't even know what the kid said, and then the kid was like, whoa, dude. You know, just like, take it easy. And he went even like, excuse me. And the whole time, this guy's had this filter on, which makes him look weird as fuck.
No detention. Don't ever talk to me again personally. You can ask questions in class. You say anything in class without raising your hand, you go to detention for a week. From now on.
Yeah, I gotta know. What did he say? What did he say that you are like, all right, no detention, but you can never talk to me again?
Questions in class. You say anything in class without raising your hand, you go to detention for...
Whose voice does that sound like? Why does that sound like the dude from Barstool Sports? Look, I understand a lot of you bought those coins, but if you didn't know you were playing the game, then I'm sorry, you're one of the losers. You can't come after me. I don't give a... Oh, you say, I buy these coins and I sell these coins to make money. I'm not here to publicize them. I'm not here to say they're right. If you didn't realize the thing was a game from the get-go, then you aren't playing, you're being played. Like, if you're not... I feel like after this, he's going to go eat a piece of pizza and tell us about it.
No detention. Don't ever talk to me again personally. You can ask questions in class. You say anything in class without raising your hand, you go to detention for a week. From now on. Disrespect me like that? You got your letter, so now everything's good, right? You got your high grade on the midterm, so everything's good. Now you can treat me like that?
Again, with all of the now you can treat me like that, I want the whole clip. I want the whole clip. Just watch my pizza reviews and shut up. I was getting a discounted Bill Burr kind of voice. I can understand that, King Kong Dong, but it's the yelling and the gutturalness and the yelling. And maybe when he's calmed down, it might be more Bill Burr. But for me, be like, what am I? What, Bill Burr? You disrespect me like that? I give you a letter of recommendation. That is what you do to me? That's not right. Yeah, well, what am I? I'm useless to you after you do that? No, that's not how we do. He is mad he got called a gamer word. Oh. You know what he really, we do have it, actually, people are asking what he said. I have on good authority, he said something along the lines of, we believe that, I believe what he actually said was,
The goddamn robots, John!
oh, dear Lord. Let's go back to this.
It's good, right? You got your high grade on the midterm, so everything's good. Now you can treat me like that? After all I've stood up for you, you punk ass. You really gonna do that to me?
There's a little squirrel over there. He's just laughing at me. Imagine that.
Hold on. What? What the F? Hold on. Why are there clip outs? There's clip outs. This isn't whole.
You punk ass. You really gonna do that to me?
Yep.
And the only thing that bothers me more than him.
Why are there clip outs? You're not going to believe this. I don't give a shit. So what? It's called a Northeast accent. Right? Boston, New York, Manchester, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania. They're all the same. One bite. Everyone knows the rules. All right. Chowder. Chowder. All right. I really need to do it. Yeah. After the show. All right, I got that one that I got to do, and I got to put that away. All right, so we've got 45 minutes left in the program. Then we'll be taking a bite. Really weird. I almost knocked something over there. Then we're going to be taking off. So we got to get this done and get to our next video. So boop, boop, boop. There we are. Let's close you out. Oh, it was a Catholic school. The only thing that bothers me more than him, Trump, is all the Republican senators and congressmen who are going along with it, who don't believe in it. You got to know they don't believe in it. Right. That is all very crazy, but you cut parts out, and now I have an issue. Now I have an issue with the parts that were cut out. I need to know what the parts that weren't cut out were. I can't give it an accurate reaction if you keep the bullshit parts. All right. John Taffer talks to Democratic leaders who point fingers at Trump over rising prices. So that's interesting. An 8-minute clip. I doubt it's worth 8 minutes.
The number of public companies is shrinking.
Oh, look, it's an ad. So I've got ads. All right, let's get that going. Pull this up. All right, let's check there quick. Good to see you on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. Happy to have you all here today. We are here. We're not doing a show tomorrow just because tomorrow might be a little difficult for some people. So we are not doing that tomorrow. But boom.
Sounds expensive to me. 20 years later, your favorite food probably going up in price as well because wholesale inflation numbers are out. Restaurants still feeling the heat. Overall, prices are up 3.5% year over year, and that means menu prices are also up about 3% year over year. Denny's dropping a warning on Wednesday. Uncertainty
Why are we
among
showing
consumers
cleavage?
is depressing sales. And if that weren't enough to dampen America's appetite, restaurants are also facing an unexpected hit from the Ozempic craze. The effect of weight loss drug is causing many to eat and drink less. So, cue Senator Chuck Schumer, who is now suddenly pointing fingers at Trump.
Just heard prices went up 3%. The price of groceries went up. The price of buying a car went up. The price of gasoline went up. Donald Trump has not kept his promise that on day one, prices would start going down.
Oh.
Donald Trump hasn't kept his promise that on day one, prices would start going down. Look, there's a lot of shit you could be on Donald Trump about right now. There's a lot of stuff happening in the government right now that we could be talking about. The fear-mongering I hear from people that are anti-Trump and anti-government right now are really talking about this bill that's going to take away a woman's right to vote if her name doesn't match her birth certificate. Why aren't you talking about that one, Chuck Schumer? Why isn't the alarm sounding on that? I'm not hearing you speak on that one. You're talking about the prices haven't gone down since he took office. Guys, it's been we've got like a couple more days and it'll have been a month. The prices haven't gone down one iota. Keep in mind, you guys kept telling us the prices weren't high when they kept raising. We need people to stay fat for the economy, says SH. Well, there's a variety of things that affect the costs, like she just said. The costs are based on it's still expensive to, get and import goods and things like that. Tariffs won't help that, by the way, Trump. But that stuff was in place beforehand with, all the crap that's been going on before. Anyways, let's. I'm not going to get in the weeds on this. We got enough to. Let's get back to old Chucky explaining how inflation hasn't ended immediately, so it's Donald's fault.
But you know me, I come armed with data and facts, so let's do it. The latest inflation report from January, and remember, Donald Trump took over January 20th, so it does sound like Joe Biden's inflation numbers, not Trump's. It's not exactly the cleanest finger pointing we've ever seen.
Oh. That's weird. So Donald Trump had 7.3% and Joe Biden had 20.7, but we want to go at Trump now?
John, you're still with us. Desperate for your thoughts on how small businesses are feeling. We thought last year maybe it was sort of a stabilization of input prices, at least when it came to labor, wages, eggs maybe, and now it seems like maybe it's accelerated.
Need more input. I can tell you this, the eggs definitely accelerated, honey. The eggs have definitely accelerated. I was at the grocery store today. Eggs ain't cheap. Eggs are not cheap. Cheap. I had to buy some groceries for making a couple of things. I'm gonna make like waffles and possibly even French toast and try. I haven't tried like pre-making, freezing, and toasting French toast. Like, what happens if we do that? What happens if we make some good French toast? Let it air out just a little bit, cool down a little bit, and we toss that big, beautiful bastard into the freezer. And then when we want to make it, we just throw it into the toaster. It's worked so well with the waffles, I'm starting to think I can do a lot. Yeah, toast. Wake up in the morning about 6 a.m., have a little jelly, have a little jam. Take a piece of bread, put it in the slot, push the lever down, watch the wires get hot. I got toast! Yeah, toast. All right, let's do that where putting it tight puts it right about there. That way, that's good. All right, so let's get to this because I'm dicking around. We have 30 minutes left in the program, give or take. Let's go.
Again?
It is. We would call it creep.
Yeah.
It was accelerating at a higher rate a few years ago. Now it's more of a creep. But let me share a little back of the house restaurant information. Restaurants can't spend more than 33% of their revenues on food cost. So that means it's a $3 price increase for every dollar cost increase. Wow. You with me?
Yeah.
So if my burger goes up $3 in price to me, I have to charge you $9 more for that burger.
Wow.
That creates a resistance at the customer level. So I can't raise everything by 3 times because I have customer resistance to that. So I have to eat it. So I push it maybe 2 times, not third. Now my margins are down. My rent margins are down. My utility costs are up. My labor costs are up. My paper goods costs are up. My cleaning chemicals costs are up. So I'm getting hit at every single side. Now, a good restaurant will profit 12%. that 12% disappears pretty quickly when you lose 2 points to utilities, 2 points to insurance, 4 points to food costs. So this is very, very challenging. And now we are seeing the Ozempic input. I was doing a little analysis a few weeks ago.
I saw Jackie nod her head when I was talking about Ozempic.
So people are having an appetizer rather than an entree.
Absolutely. I know people who barely are eating at all, to be honest with you. But I just want to go back to the Chuck Schumer thing. I love how you broke down how the restaurants deal with it, because most people don't understand that. But for him to stand up there 2.5 weeks into this and say prices are not going down is absolutely ridiculous. Donald Trump has a plan. He is going to bring prices down. The inflation.
All right, yeah, I don't give a shit about that. I'm not getting into that. I was curious about his thing. Look, yeah, has a plan. We'll see what happens. I'll say this. He's done a lot of what he said he would do. Some of what he said he would do had effects that I didn't foresee. It sounds like, yeah. But, I'm not going to play he has a plan for this, that, or the other. The simple fact is it's ridiculous to expect the results that quickly when the other administration did not do whatever. Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Eat the fattest, get the most. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you okay, Gurmy? Fill some holes. Side of fries, chicken fried steak, old home bun, and a chocolate shake. Can I get an amen? I don't know. Okay. Anyways, so we're moving along. We've got got 30 minutes or so left in the show. We've got a couple of different things. Let me know if you do play Rivals tomorrow, Johnny. Still down, even if it's not on stream. I don't know. Like, tomorrow's going to be a little bit more of a relaxing day. I'm probably, I don't know. I don't want to get up early. Well, it's not early, but I don't want to get up in the morning and prep a stream. I just, I don't want to do that. I'm going to be hanging out with my daughter after I'm done here. And then, I kind of figured, like, if other people have, like, go out, like, I'm not even going out anywhere. But if other people have, like, go out Valentine's Day plans, they're probably going to be tired or whatever. Like, who wants to get up and make sure that they're gaming at a specific time and then be on the stream? Like, And hosting the whole thing's a whole other bag of worms. And I don't mind, like, kind of having a Saturday morning to make waffles. You know what I mean? I have been trying, and I'm going to say this part before we get into our next story. I have been trying like a motherfucker to make waffles for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and it has just been one hurdle or another. And I've had a dream. I have a dream that in the morning when I want to have waffles, like Eggo waffles, I don't mean to brag. Look, we're going to take you inside the life of me for a moment. Not even news. We're talking about how I get it down at home. I think as a perfect thing in the morning, getting up in the morning, having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is great. I think it's a great morning food. But the way that I like to eat my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, waffles. Now you can go Eggo waffles for ease, but for me personally, the Belgian waffle broken into quarters and then frozen makes a great Eggo waffle like in thing in the toaster. So you're having half a waffle, half a Belgian waffle. You make the peanut butter jelly sandwich, boop, you drizzle a little syrup on the top, bam, you're done. It's a breakfast sandwich and it's great. I just went weird. Yeah, where's Alucard? I don't know. He's upstairs or he's taking a nap. He's either napping on the futon in front of me or he's upstairs. I'm going to be honest, our show switching time, we have kind of hit more of a lull in Al's hump times, but and I'm not saying this to be you know what? I don't want to say it. If I say it like that, no. But yeah, no. So we're fine. Well, that's your problem, Johnny. You're not supposed to be jumping hurdles while making waffles. That's just stupid. I love waking up and releasing a load. This retard is mixing track and field with breakfast. Thank you, Fall in the Grade. I'm not. I'm saying that I've had difficulties with the making waffles thing. I finally have everything I need. I have the milk, the eggs, the flour. There is almond and vanilla upstairs. There is some baking soda. I'll call his name and he shall appear. Hey, Al, your audience has missed you. No, let him hear you. Oh, you're coming over here. Never mind. I thought you were going to get the dog. Hey, buddy. No, let me straighten my leg out and then you can jump up. Come on. I cannot be more sprawled out for you, dude. Fuck. Dude. It doesn't get any better than this. What, do you want me to pick you up? Mr. Q, that's what butter is for. Okay? Clarified butter. Clarified motherfucking butter. Well, come on. And I already have oil. We don't own a waffle making machine. I do. I don't mean to brag. They're not expensive. I've had one for a long time. It might have even been a gift. I've had multiple waffle making machines. I've been a waffle maker for a long time. Hey, everybody, you wanted to see him? Here he is. It's Alucard. Let's get the applause break. It's the kitty. There you go, buddy. You're stable. It's the kitty. I use 2/4 of the Belgian waffle, add a sausage patty or some bacon, slice of cheese, and a fried egg. That's a lot, Rusty Grammar. That's a lot. Again, I'm very, very happy with the 2/4 of the digger saying hi, Al. All right, that's one person. Yeah, no, Alucard. Yeah, Wild Saffron saying hi to you too. Everybody loves you, buddy. Everybody loves you. Everybody loves you, and I love you. I love you so much. Okay? I love you. Anyways, so yeah, the waffles thing for me, like when it comes to waffles, peanut butter and jelly, a little bit of syrup. That's all you need. It's all you need. It's quick. It's easy. Like yours sounds delicious too, but how I gotta what? I gotta buy and mic. Well, actually. Fuck me with a double-sided shovel. I mean, you could kind of microwave a sausage patty, especially if you pre-cook them in a saute pan with a little bit of roasted garlic or just minced garlic. And then we could cut dill and put it into the egg and then whip up and make an egg. So this is why I can't have all this information at once. Now I got like crazy ideas. All right, kids love waffles and unicorns and tractor pancakes. I don't know what unicorns and tractor pancakes are. What are unicorns? I assume the animal unicorns. Normally I have to do the pancake thing because I want the unicorn or the tractor. I don't even know what you're talking about. All right, there we go. Fuck me, my donut is empty. I have so much I can say to that. We've got 30 minutes left in the show. Let's drop this and get to some real stuff. Inspector General, blah, blah, blah. Liberal states suing Trump. Do we have a video of it? Nope, just a lot of text. This one's what the Democrats did today. Okay, Arkansas senators successfully voted on a bill to allow municipalities to remove fluoride from their water systems. Coalition of 191 houses and Senate Democrats sent a letter demanding the removal of Elon Musk operatives from the CFPB. All right, All right, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. All right, so we'll go to this one. Oh shit, I meant dugout. That's very funny. That's very funny. No, your donut's empty. Nobody came in it for you. All right. We have 30 minutes left in the program. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. I would give you an applause break, but I'm holding a cat. So we have, again, 30 minutes in the show. Thank you for being here while we continue this lovely program. Still at like 70. It's awesome. It's been fluctuating between them, but we've been at like 80 or 70 the whole show. I'm liking the time zone switch. I don't want to do the Inspector General one. We were going to do this lady. So, again, we were planning to talk about this lady before. This lady is complaining that, or not complaining. I don't know if she's complaining or not, but she's saying she needs to sell her BMW so she can keep her food stamps. I can't wait to hear people's opinion of who this lady will be. We are going to pull her up on the screen and let her defend herself because I shouldn't be speaking for other people, right? Especially the female gender. All right. So there we go. And we'll put it up there. All I got was Mickey Mouse pancakes or smiley face. I don't know what unicorn and tractor pancakes are. That sounds weird. You gotta have one that has the square with no lines in it, where it splits the waffle 4 ways. Yeah, no, that's the one I have, is the Belgian waffle maker, where it splits the waffle 4 ways. Makes a big old circular, makes a manhole cover of a waffle. Look, hot piping fresh out of the thing on the morning, sitting on the couch with the kiddo. You know what I'm going to love? Belgian waffles. But you know what I'm going to love in the morning when I have to get up for somebody's show because I'm not a 5 a.m. person, but I got to be up at 5 a.m. Oh, but. See you, buddy. Alucard's heading out for a bit, everyone. All right, my granny could make airplane pancakes. I guess you guys are just fucking doodling with your food. Anyways, let me know. Oh, yeah, we covered that already. We're going to this. All right, nobody's really playing the game with me. All right, here's our lady complaining about the selling her car because it's affecting her food stamps. Fighting stereotypes left, right, and sideways. I give you Exhibit A. Heyo. She is. She's breaking the stereotype.
I got a DHS letter in the mail this morning, and I just now opened it. And somebody reported me to the state of Michigan because I'm making money on TikTok, and I drive a 2024 BMW.
You're making money on TikTok, and you drive a 2024 BMW. You hadn't been reporting that to the state? You know that's tax evasion? That's income evasion? If you're on any sort of assistances or benefits, you need to be reporting that shit, asshole. At least to them.
They have cut my food stamps from almost $4,000 a month down to $88 a month. They are telling me if I want a review that I have to sell my car. So you're telling me if you were on welfare, food stamps, cash assistance, Section 8, you can't drive a nice car?
No. You don't understand. If you're on if you're on food stamps, welfare, Section 8, you shouldn't be able to afford a super nice car. You're omitting the part, how much are we making on TikTok? I'm sorry, sweetie. You're driving a 2024 BMW? You didn't get that loan, if it's a loan, without any sort of cash down. So the government's paying your rent. They're paying for your food bills. They're paying for everything. How much are you making on TikTok? Because it sounds like it's all going to the car. This is the same woman that would buy packs of soda and empty them in the Walmart parking lot to turn the cans in for cash. Did she really do a video about that? Womp, womp, womp. It's obviously drug money. Look at her.
They are forcing me to sell my brand new BMW, or I lose almost $4,000 in food stamps. Not only that, they have taken my cash assistance totally away. They are telling me that Section 8 will no longer be paying 95% of my rent, only 10% of my rent.
Again, so explain to me how much you're making on TikTok, because I've gone through similar stuff. They scaled back benefits I made as soon as I started reporting my my wage earnings. But as a person with disabilities, you're taught very early on to report when you find work and are getting work. So let me guess, because you're talking on TikTok, it doesn't count as a job and people just throw money at you. That part counts. That part counts. Looks like she found a job. I'm sure it will last.
So I will have to pay a little over $400 a month now instead of $60 a month.
Okay. $400 a month instead of $60 a month. Again, how much are you paying for the BMW? How much did you put down for the BMW? These are a lot of questions and concerns and costs and things. I have a question. Again, it's really, really weird, because I know for my vehicle, I'm paying. Well, I don't want to say exactly how much I'm paying. I won't say exactly how much the monthly loan is for. I pay like $400 a month for my car. I pay more than the minimum, but I pay $400 a month for my car. And paying for that stuff, everything else gets factored in. But I still, again, have to pay for benefits and things because I work for a living and I don't get a free ride on everything. So yeah, if you can afford to pay for a 20, and that's the other part too, 2024. So let's say she bought it in 2023. How long have you been on food stamps? Did you have the car beforehand? Either way, I've got questions. If you need this much assistance for your life, maybe you shouldn't be driving a BMW.
They cannot.
Wow. It looks like the Doge got you too, boo.
All right, screw this lady. I want to know who the freaking original chick is. I want to know who the original chick is. I don't care who you are. So yeah, this is a problem. It's got to be fake. Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe that information.
I am sitting at my county's DHS.
All right. I don't want to. Oh, this is apparently her? I don't know. I'm not going to bother with it. I don't think she's actually, like I said, I question. Some of that seems like.
I am sitting.
Yeah, no, I don't want to play more of your videos. We're going to drop that. I don't think that's real. I don't think she's. I think this is another one of those things where people want to be like, look at the government waste. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know that I believe that's real. I think that might be a troll. I have trouble believing. Look, I have no trouble believing the government funds programs and a bunch of people get to take advantage of that stuff up at the top. There's people along the way that have certainly done it before with scamming the Minnesota government's programs while living in Florida, that kind of stuff. We've even talked about those stories a few times. But I'm saying I don't think that this lady is legit collecting $4,000 and driving a new BMW. Either that thing's all a ploy or a premise, or I don't know. Oh, she was getting 4,000 food stamps in Section 8, which paid her rent. Supposedly. I hope she's a rage baiter, says Diamond Hands. Diamonds and henna. I don't know what a rage... I mean, maybe. But either way, that I have a trouble believing that. It just seems too much. It seems way too excessive. It seems way too excessive. And I'll say this, if she is getting that money, the stupidest thing you could do is report all that shit. Because I don't know if you know this, honey. If you report stuff and they look into you and it turns out you've been collecting benefits while you've had or been making money, they can demand that you back pay them. So, guess what you might need to do? Anyways, let's close. Or not close. I don't know what I want to get to. We got about 15 minutes left in the program. We did that. Thing got done one day. I don't want to do that. Complaining about food stamp. We did that. What do we have in the hour 3? We have a video. Okay, let's try you. Let's see what we can do with you. Boom. This isn't the thing we clicked on at all. All right, it's a redirect, so screw it. We ain't gonna do it because it's putting on something I didn't want anything to do with. All right, the most unhappy today. I don't care about that. I don't really want to report on that one. Ooh, the Jon Stewart clip. Let's go to the Jon Stewart clip. We can do that one quick. Oh, snap. We had a problem with it? Why? Was there a... Did I miss an asterisk? Or dash? Jumping jack dash? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Nope. Where did that go? I want the Jon Stewart clip with Jen Psaki. We'll see if we can get it here. Okay. That's hilarious and stupid, but hilarious. White House limits AP's access to Oval Office, Air Force One indefinitely after they continue to dead-name Gulf of America. Funny. Unhinged reader, Trump. All right, never mind. I might need to open you in new tab. We'll talk about that. And where's the Jon Stewart one? Why can't I find the Stewart clip now? Show me the Stewart clip. Where's the Stewart clip? There we go. Open link in new tab. All right, we've got these two. We're going to be doing these two videos. We've got about 15 minutes left in the program. These two videos should get it done. And then we'll call that a day. A reminder that we're not doing a game stream tomorrow. I don't know where my schedule is going to be at tomorrow. Again, kiddo, waffles, hanging out. I really want to book some kiddo time before the studio shift. I haven't found a place. There's still a lot of that, but I want to book. That time won't be coming back. So let's get it done now. Alrighty, so a Maryland realtor is not happy about Donald Trump. Again, I'll say this. There are people who have, like I said, it's negatively impacted me, apparently, supposedly, from what I'm being told. There are people who have legit reasons to be upset about it. So let's not just say this person is in any way overreacting. We don't know that at all. And I'm sure they'll present themselves rationally and calmly to help express that point. So I get their little video loaded up here, buffered in. Oh dear. Looks like a calm lady.
Fuck you, fuck your Bible, and fuck Elon Musk and that weird little human shield he carries around with him. That thing has never heard the word no. Let's face it, that little booger flicking fucker sitting there with the President of the United States in the Oval Office holding a press conference. Boy, didn't he just put it right in our faces what's what yesterday. So any idea that you had that what wasn't happening isn't happening is off the table. That motherfucker's in charge. He's holding press conferences from the Oval Office with his rotten little bastard child who has never, ever once heard the word fucking no. So let's just call that spade what it is. And look, you Bible-beaten bastard motherfuckers, come to grips with this. I went through Catholic schools. I read the Bible. I read the book of Revelations. If you believe in all that shit, you Bible-thumping rat bastards, you must believe that we are in the end of times. And you need to know the Antichrist is here. The only problem is there's too many fucking fuckers to pick. Who the fuck is it? There's so many we could be picking from. Is it that rat bastard Elon Musk? Is it the rat bastard Donald Trump? Is it the rat bastard Barron? Who the fuck is what's up with that thing?
Why is it always one side of the political spectrum? Why weren't you this angry about a president who literally pardoned his drug-addled son? Why weren't you like, F Joe Biden, F this person, F that person? They're sipping all this. So you're very, very upset because Donald Trump gave a press conference, Elon Musk was there, and so was his kid. So one of them must be the Antichrist if you're religious. Okay, all right. It's really hard to keep up with all of this. But again, I realize you're upset. Okay, fine. Let's let that anger out. By the way, I'm all for feeling this way. I just don't feel like you should post it, like on. And maybe it's a personal thing for me, because I've had times where I've wanted to have conversations with people similar to rants like this, and you know what I do? I have them in my car just like you do, but I do it when nobody's there, preferably. I try to avoid having these conversations around people at all, because it's okay to have these thoughts. It's okay to feel this way. It's not okay to express it, particularly to other people, especially in a blind rage internet post. Mr. Q, if anyone is a demon, it's her. Again, you want to talk about the Antichrist. You want to talk about, there's too many evil motherfuckers to tell who it is. I had this conversation with someone recently. I'm not religious, by the way, Mrs. I was raised Catholic. I wasn't raised Catholic. I wasn't raised under a religious affiliation. I'm telling you right now, if there is any sort of Antichrist, it's the side of the government that pushes gender shit. Because you know what the biggest affront to God could be? Oh, by the way, God, you made a mistake. It's anyone that sides with the LG. If you want to talk about where the Antichrist is, he's the one publicizing LGBT shit. So I'm again, this is from me being an outsider. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, if you paid attention to religion at all, that's not, he doesn't, so your analogies aren't making sense. Your crazy face isn't making sense. Your complexion is telling me you're not breathing enough while you're doing this rant. So I feel like for a Christian woman, she has demon eyes. Well, I don't know that she didn't say she's Catholic. She said she was raised Catholic.
We could be picking from. Is it that rat bastard Elon Musk? Is it the rat bastard Donald Trump? Is it the rat bastard Barron? Who the fuck is what's up with that thing? Because you look at that Melania motherfuck, whatever the fuck her crazy ass name is. I fucking hate Christmas. I hate with the red shit all over the fucking White. What the fuck was that anyway? We put this shit back in the White House. I'm beside myself. You know.
So is she racist or not? With Melania, I don't know what that is. I said the was white. Fallen the Great, is that a man? I don't know. It's Pat, all right? It's Pat.
No, I was floating around a couple of months in a fucking pool, looking at the clouds. Ooh, look, an octopus chasing a Volkswagen. I was fucking happy. I was fucking motherfucking happy. Now, I've got to walk around wondering who the fucking Antichrist is. You rat bastard Bible thumping fuckers, you put us here. You motherfuckers put us here.
All right, now I'm straight up confused. Hold on a second. So let me get this straight. Let me try to break this down if I could. You're saying that Bible thumpers put people in office who you can't tell who the Antichrist is, and you have to be worried about the end of times. And months ago, you were floating in a pool, and you weren't worried about any of this, while the other government was pushing on children to mute. Look, you can have a problem with this administration all day long. There are plenty, like I used to tell people about Biden. There are plenty of legit things to have a problem with the Biden administration on. But when you people go crazy on stuff, I got to call it what it is. This one's crazy. This one's crazy. Why is liberal math not mathing? I don't understand what this is. Sandy Squatch, I've been sad for a while. We finally get a chance to be happy. This lady needs help. Right? Well, she was happy 5 months ago. 6 months ago. You know, when there was an election coming and it seemed like a lot of people were siding this way, she was happy with the way things were, and apparently so much has changed. And more importantly, to the fact of she just needs to know who the Antichrist is. We have, by the way, 2 seconds left in the video, so there's nothing left to play because it's going to go boop. How much do you want to bet?
Fuck you. Fuck your Bible.
All right, never mind. F you, F your Bible. Well, if she, ma'am, if you're saying F the Bible, then that means you don't believe who the Antichrist is. So what does it matter? Like, are you saying you thought people voted for Trump and Musk because you thought they were the Antichrist and that could get us closer to Revelations? You realize the Bible thumpers you're hating on voted for Trump because they thought God got in the way of the bullet. Like, not that, oh, this is the Antichrist and we can all finally get the rapture if we put him in office. Fallen the Great. All I ever hear is A plus B equals hellfire. Sandy Squatch saying they're all angry, sad people. I wasn't going to go into it as a story because it was going to take way too long. But I did have a... I did have a... Oh, and we only have 7 minutes left, so we'll have to cover that one. I did have a thing that we were going to cover. A poll came out that just recently showed that, and it's not politically affiliated, and it's not related to any particular political party being in power, but just showing on a graph overall, conservative women tending to be happier than liberal women, which I gotta say, I kind of agree. The only exemption to that is I know plenty of women who are happy who just aren't politically affiliated. But I feel like if you lean one and are vocal and more, one camp is generally just not happy. And it's not even about, you know what? I'm not going to go farther on that. Right, so that is the Maryland realtor that lost her shit. Turns out this woman's... Why are we doxing this person? So what was her post's titled thing? FU, Oval Office holding... Unhinged Democrat launches attack. If anyone has information... Oh, yeah, dude, why are we breaking out who it is and putting that up on there? It's just... I know she put herself up there. But oh, she's also a lesbian relationship expert. All right. Well, there we go. We covered that. So we have the Jon Stewart story, but we only have 5 minutes. How long is the clip? This is This is from Jon Stewart's podcast, The Weekly Show with Jon Stewart. So Jon Stewart does The Daily Show, and he has his own podcast called The Weekly Show. So once a week, he does a show on his podcast, The Weekly Show. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da, someone's still getting paid.
Been shocked by how undemocratic the Democratic Party can be.
Tell me, what do you mean by, I don't disagree with you necessarily, but what do you mean by that?
By putting their foot.
All right. Wow. All right. So this is a minute 45. Mr. Q, wow, imagine that. People who talk to people have better relationships and are happier. SH, now that's funny. Now that is funny. It is.
On the scales to get, make sure that Hillary Clinton comes out of the thing, or make sure that, that they're listening to that anger about the way that even the ACA, quite frankly, struck me as a very conservative.
You mean because it didn't have a public option in it?
Correct. That it didn't address the very thing that was causing the foundational upset. If I were to break this down narratively, what I think the Democrats have forgotten is government may not be perfect, but it's the only thing large enough to offset multinational corporate exploitation and corruption.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately,
and if we don't act like that's urgent and that affects people's lives, then so if the big policies that we make are billions more dollars to insurance companies that we think are fucking people over left and right for their healthcare, so isn't that part of why people lost faith?
Yeah. So yes, I think we're saying.
Yeah, absolutely. But you guys, no offense, that ain't the last 4 years. That ain't the last 8 years. That's you're talking the last 12, at least the last 12 years that the Democratic Party has been on the knees, publicly, mind you, on the knees for corporations.
Well, I'm trying to say something similar, which is this.
Boom, boom.
Which is Democrats just lost everything. They control nothing. They control, they don't control the House. They don't control the Senate. They don't control the White House, and they don't control the Supreme Court. So now is the time to break some shit, right? And break some China.
They do control the email lists that continue to ask for money.
Well, that's true.
They still have that.
All right, John, I'm going to bring it in here. I'm going to take my camera off the screen again for a second. I love you, John. You've never met me. I'm probably a stupid, retarded chud to you, and that's fine. It's all good. But I am going to say this, John. I love you, John. A big fan, especially of your earlier work. I have a cat hair or two on here. I can't brag. Too much. But I can say this, and I'll take my camera off the screen again when I do it. Can we lint roll the mic, please? What is that? Is that beard trimmings? What? Did you have a muffin recently? What is with... Are you turning into dust before our very eyes? Why is the microphone so dirty, sir? Also, by the way, going back, camera back off the screen, chat back off the screen. Nope, wrong button. Boom, there we go. Learn how to run your show, Johnny. Doesn't Pasaki look nice with little headphones and a smile? She looks like she's doing good. Good for you, Jen. Look at you with your cute little redhead hair and you're just I'm just so happy to be here. Your little soulless ginger eyes. Oh, you're just adorable. Oh, it's just, shucks, John. And I got to, again, camera off the screen. Dude, come on, buddy. Why does it look like, what is it, snowing in there? What's going on? Is there some dust or something falling? And why do you look like you're broadcasting to us out of a lighthouse? Why does it look like
I've been shocked.
Why does it look like your podcast studio is inside this corner of the lighthouse? And then so you can come into the office here and there's all this seating. This doesn't even look like a desk chair. Is that a desk chair? It looks like maybe it's got one of those weird back things. I don't know. It's just, this is a weird setup, my man. This is weird. And that ding didn't help anybody. I got to remember to start closing those things off. Anyways, we're running out of time. So we've covered that clip anyway. Let's go back over here. I got to put the camera back on the screen. Frickin' going through everything. Wild Saffron left a little while ago over on the Rumble. I'm sorry I didn't get to that. I'm a lucky girl. Got 3 dozen roses. My hubby's the greatest. Good for you, Wild Saffron. But nobody wants to give her flowers. Yeah, probably not. Hope everyone gets some love today. Take care. Thanks, Johnny. We'll see you later, Wild Saffron, even though you're not here, I know. I'm starting to go really fast because I just realized I just went over the 4:30 timeline. And let's put the chat box back on the screen. There's a little person upstairs who was promised ice cream as soon as I got done with the show. So I really have to get this done because, again, I got to open a window and things, and little person wants ice cream. So I've been Johnny. You've been an audience. We're going to call it a day. We're not planning to stream on Saturday. So unless somehow I'm like awake ridiculously early or whatever, I'm not intending to stream. I might game, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh, actually, no, I'm definitely not streaming because, like I said, I'm going to get up and make waffles with the kid. I'm retarded. Anyhow, Digger saying, be well, kids. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. I got to go get some ice cream. Take it easy and all that. Have a lovely Valentine's Day. You know, do the things that, do that voodoo that you do so well.
Game over, man. Game over.
Fuck! What the fuck? Fuck! Who the fuck? Fuck this fucking! How did you two fucking fucks? Fuck! The goddamn robot's down!
Well, Sparkle Farts, all things being equal, you are technically correct.
The sad truth is that cock size is the smallest it's ever been.
Don't move. I'll go get you a towel.